Hello and welcome to another episode of the Stubborn Heroes, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast. My name is Adam and I am the Dungeon Master, and the Stubborn Heroes we have today are Parker, who plays Tyrannus.
Hello.
Raymond, who plays Rasuan.
Hello.
Billy, who plays Benjamin Grimshaw.
That's me.
Cody, who plays Belgarath.
Hello.
David, who plays Bonnie.
Hi.
And Michael will not be joining us today. He had other plans. And so... So Thanthui will probably just fall off the wayside in this episode. So
if you've seen Michael, please report to 1-800.
Yeah, please. We got his face on milk cartons already. Just if you could please just let us know if you've seen him anywhere. We'd really appreciate it, okay? All right, so last time, the last thing you all did was you arrived at the Festival of Monsters. I'm not giving on what happened in the last episode anymore. I'm kind of sick and tired of doing it all the time. So if you want to know what happened, fucking listen to the last episode, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad I didn't waste the time of saying what happened in the last episode.
Shenanigans. Right off the bat.
So, starting with Tyrannus, you went through first. Everybody else is far behind you. You walked right past this very colorful figure, a top hat with a raven living inside, this long green trench coat, long white hair, pale pointed figures, holding a cane in his hand, this Deckard Moonbreaker. You walked right past him, right into the festival, and everybody else followed. But what you see when you walk inside is just a huge area full of festivities. To your left, you see several different food vendors, exotic fruits and vegetables, and right here, from all over Umbra. And also from outside of Umbra, lands you've never even heard of. The vendors are all colorful, strange folks. Some of them even have like companions with them. Like one of them has a pseudo dragon flying all around his shoulders. There's one with like a bird in a cage that just sort of looks over at you, and then it suddenly poofs and transforms into a different bird. To your right here, they're selling fireworks. From the images, you see it apparently explodes. It's some sort of like makeshift bomb, in your opinion, because you've never seen fireworks before. Would you keep walking, or what would you like to do first? Everybody else here is like far behind you. They're like back here right now.
I'd walk over to these food vendors, and I'd try and I want to see any fruits that are like the same color as my skin, like a blue fruit, if I can find one.
Sure. 1 second.
That's very offensive.
How is that offensive?
Looking for somebody who's blue?
No, a fruit. Unless you mean, yeah, okay.
Now you get it.
No.
You would look around for different fruits and vegetables, and I just looked up a fantasy fruit and vegetable name generator, so I'm not going to decide what it's called, but you're looking around at the different vendors, and you see a skinny old woman there wearing blue robes that seem to shimmer with like stars and stuff, and she's selling these very plump fist-sized fruits that are in the shape of like a teardrop. And they're vibrantly blue, and there's a sign there that calls it the rain pepper.
I'm gonna approach this woman and just point at these peppers and say, "May I have one of those?"
And she just smiles. She doesn't look like she can speak, and she just like hands you one, and then points at a sign that says 50 silver.
I have no money.
And she smiles, And then she puts it down on the table and then gently pats you on the shoulder and then looks to the next customer.
Yeah, so Tyrannus is kind of like realizing he used all of his money as well as most of Rasuan's on his armor. And he just kind of looks around the other vendors. I suppose he would see more prices.
More prices, yep.
Yeah.
Everything costs you something.
So he just kind of looks sadly at the ground and then walks out of the food vendor market.
Okay, and by that time, everybody else has arrived awkwardly. So the rest of you walk past the bridge. The crowds have already shifted in. Just like hundreds and hundreds of people are already filling up the whole festival at this point.
So we can see Tyrannus now?
Yep, as you're walking up next to the firework display, Tyrannus comes out dejectedly from the fruit vendors.
Did you find anything yummy in there?
I can't afford anything.
Well, how much do you need?
I don't want to borrow any more money. I already owe Rasuan quite a bit. I'm just going to explore the rest of this place. And he kind of looks at Bonnie with like kind of a side eye and just walks toward.
Bonnie would kind of like
Yeah.
wave to him.
As he's walking by, I want to sleight of hand 3 gold into Tyrannus's pocket.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were gonna say sleight of hand, any kind of gold
Roll
in his
sleight of hand
pocket.
check. What's your passive perception, Tyrannus?
It is 14.
You have to beat a 14.
22.
22. Okay, you slip 3 gold into his pocket as he walks by, Ben. Was it 3 gold? Sorry?
Yeah, 3 gold. I'll take it out.
Okay, 3 gold, yep.
Add that to my inventory.
Not that you know it's there, but yeah.
Yeah.
We see stuff over here, but is anything right there?
No, just more fruit vendors.
Just more fruit vendors. Okay.
No, sorry, this is the back of a, you don't see anything
Okay.
here.
All right.
It's right here. Sorry. These are just fruit vendors here, and then, yeah. So perception, are you all just going to proceed into the festival proper?
Yeah, I want
Okay.
to wrestle on will.
Yeah.
Bonnie would just walk around and kind of like look over the place and, you know, see what monsters they have and whatever.
Okay, roll perception check, everybody.
No.
Give me a second to reopen up my character sheet. It ran away from me.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Wrong button.
I got a
Jesus.
6.
I got a 15.
18.
This is perception.
I got
not
a
my strong
10.
suit.
Okay, so as you're all stepping out of the vendors here, you go into this open area that is it's a circular open
5.
area with it's a circular open area with all sorts of different festivities going on. So right in the middle, you see apple bobbing. The liquid that the apples are in is like magically colored to look like the stew, like a cauldron. And there seems to be swords and daggers and dangerous items floating in the apple bob that they have to avoid. And some of the people are cutting themselves on these items and stuff.
Oh my
And
God.
it's pretty it's pretty extreme. To your right here, you see a sign for a tavern. Far over here, you see that there's some sort of archery game going on. What the fuck's going on with Danthwy?
I still have control over him.
Oh my god. Just 1 second.
No, don't relinquish my control.
Keep moving them. Keep moving them.
There's
So I'm
certain
gonna-
things that are on top here.
So I'm going to go from left to right. So over here, you see a sign that says to die for. It seems to be a shop that sells vibrant dyes for clothing and other things to color your armor in whichever way that you want. Your armor or your weapons or anything. They're like magically, alchemically created dyes. Here, you see Eckhart's critters. It seems to be a menagerie of all sorts of different small animals that you can touch. There's a cockatrice, which are normally small creatures. There seems to be a giant cockatrice that's just like perched on top, looking down at everybody. And it looks on the side like this and just like eyes everybody who walks by. There also seems to be a large owl bear chained up with small scraps of food and water in front of it as well. To the right of that, there's a caramel apple stand, which the festival is famous for. You see Tinker and Toys, which is an assortment of different toys that you could purchase and buy. You see a mask shop, masks of all sorts of different creatures and stuff. So like Belgarath, you could get a mask and put it on yourself, and you could maybe walk around and disguise yourself as like a kid, you know?
Where's that? Right there?
Right here. Here is a archery stand with different boxes and prizes. And there seems to be a gentleman sitting at a desk ready for people to try their hand at it. And you see a sign here with arrows pointing over here that say, ride a griffin. So you could ride a griffin back here. There's also a...
Save a griffin, ride a cowboys. Know what I'm saying?
There also seems to be some sort of platform here. A sign says seeing doubles. And there seems to be a strange mannequin-looking figure on the right. And an empty platform on the left. There's a sign here that tells you to go this way to get your fortune read. From Lady Minerva. And while all these festivities are going on, you see children and families all running around, laughing. They're eating their caramel apples or some food that they got from the outdoor tavern. You would just be engrossed in this music that's playing, this ghostly, ghastly tune that seems to be coming from the far back of the festival. And when you looked far back there, you would see instruments are just floating in the air on top of a large stage up to the north. And these instruments seem to be being played by these ethereal, ghostly hands. So there's this like ghost jazz playing in the background. So, yeah, that's what you see. What would you all like to do?
Amana's gonna... Sorry, not Amana. Wow. Okay, season 1 much. Belgarath is going to check out that fireworks stand that's right beside him.
Yep. And when you do, there's a man there. He doesn't have any arms and he doesn't have any legs, and he has burn marks all over his body. And he's just sitting there in a chair looking at you.
What is this, Borderlands?
Hey, you looking for a firework?
What's a firework?
Oh, these were imported from the dynasty of Qing. They invented it. What you do is you light the tip there, and then you step back and watch it go boom.
Ooh. How much
You
for
like
one?
to watch things go boom?
Boom is pretty interesting to watch, yes.
Alright, it's 1 gold each.
1 gold? Don't you think that's pretty high?
And he looks down at his body. He's like,
These things are both entertaining, but they're also a weapon. I'm afraid we can't just sell them for nothing.
Ask him what happened to him.
is that Tyrannus?
No, I didn't say that.
So I'm guessing you got on the wrong end of the weapon side of it?
What do you mean?
Well, your face is covered in, like, black soot by the looks of it. And if
Yeah.
that thing goes boom, I'm guessing you got hit by one?
Oh, no, not at all. No, this was a degenerative disease I got that made my limbs fall off. And the burn marks, well, I've had those since I was born. I was born in a house fire. It's just coincidence that I now sell fireworks.
Why would he
Born in a fire.
Why would he keep the scorch marks?
Who wouldn't leave a building to give birth? If it's on fire.
Clearly his mother.
I'm a little bit dissuaded that you would just make assumptions about me like that, though.
I'm sorry. You have black soot on your face, and you work with stuff that go boom. So I just put 2 to 2 together.
Okay, you're in this giant suit of armor, and you're glowing with runes and stuff, and I just assumed that you're some sort of dangerous, strong human man. Am I right about that?
Yes.
Oh, well, I guess you can judge a book by its cover. Are we done with
You know
this
what?
shtick?
You know what? Here, give me 1 firework.
And he just puts 1 gold on the table. Oh, and he tosses it to his his body.
Catches it in his mouth, and then he spits it into a tin bowl. Ding. Thank you. Rasuan,
Yes.
when you're walking past into the festival, you all would notice that there are guards all around the festival. Most of them are human, but there is a large white dragonborn here. He has the left side of his face is fine, but almost like Two-Face, the right side of his face is just like a skeleton with just a little bit of flesh meshed over it, as if he had some sort of horrible injury. And he's heavily clad in armor, and he's got a large great axe on his back, and he has his arms crossed, and he's eyeing all of you as you enter. Specifically, all of you.
Not just Tyrannus.
Well, do you want to look a little bit closer?
I suppose I will.
Bonnie would.
Why would
sorry
Bonnie?
to
Bonnie
interrupt.
rolled a 5 perception.
Oh, okay. Well, you said looking at all of you. Okay, well, if he's the one that noticed, then that's fine.
Yeah, he's the only one that noticed with his 18.
Okay.
So, Rasuan, you can roll 1 more perception check.
As he's rolling that, Adam, are you going to add firework to the thing? Because it doesn't pop up in, Equipment Manager.
Yes, I will add it up.
I rolled a 12.
As you approach Rasuan, suddenly his eyes shift and he looks at you. And then he stops and goes, "What? Do you need something?"
I've only ever seen another crocodile like you. One time.
I am not a crocodile.
Well, the other crocodile friend of mine, he's blue. You're white.
He just stares at you.
Raswan's gonna keep staring back at him.
Go and mind your own business.
You have any suggestion what I should do here?
What are you good at?
Archery?
And he points to the right towards the archery station.
Oh, thank you. What's your name?
Hargren. I have a name for him. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Hargren. And what is yours?
Rasuan.
Good luck, Rasuan.
Okay, you look pretty awesome. And Rasuan runs over to the archery thing.
Okay. What is everybody else doing?
I am going to head to the bar area.
Okay. What about Tyrannus and Bonnie?
Tyrannus is going to head over to the something critters. What was it?
Eckhart's Critters.
Eckhart's Critters, yeah. And I guess he'll just look at what other creatures they have there.
And when you go there, there's this sleazy looking dude. We'll get to that actually. What's Bonnie doing?
Well,
I just want to see where everybody's going. Yeah.
Bonnie was going to go to the critters, but she was also going to go over here, but she'll go over here first to the color guy.
Okay. The dye shop.
The dye shop.
Okay. So you go to the dye shop.
They sell dice.
All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different places to resolve then. We'll do dye shop and then we'll do critters. We'll work left to right. Bonnie, you approach this dye shop. There's a man who emerges from the back. There's like a mist that's permeating around this area, and it's a mist that takes up multiple different colors, like pink and a teal, and just like mixing into like a magenta misty color. And then emerging from it is a very large figure. It's a man wearing black robes that poof out at the shoulders. He's wearing this completely black mask with long, stringy black hair, and he comes out with a big vat of liquid that he puts down on the ground, and he looks at you and he goes, "Oh, welcome.
How are you?
I am good. I speak in doubles.
Okay.
Welcome to die for. How can I assist you?
I'm just wondering what you have here.
We have an assortment of different pigments. Whatever your fancy. Oh, what color are you looking for?
Well, I was looking for like a dark, shadowy purple color.
Dark, shadowy purple. I do not currently have any in stock, but I could make it for you.
How long will it take?
Only a few minutes. It will be a custom color of your choosing.
Excellent. Yeah, I want it to look like my blade.
What blade?
She'll pop out her blade and say, this one.
A magnificent pigment. He leaps down, he wipes his hand against the blade.
She pulls it back.
And then he waves his right hand, and magic flows around his finger, and then the color of your blade seems to float in the air in this magical bubble. I will get working on this right away.
Okay.
And he goes back to work on it. After a few minutes, he emerges. It is complete. And he lays down a small vat of color for you. That will be 10 gold.
Okay. I mean, it's really expensive, but...
You did not ask about the price. The work is complete. You will
That's fine.
pay.
Well, I will if I want to. You're just lucky I want to.
So she puts down 10 gold and walks away. Veiled threats! Thank you, little girl. Are you holding this big vat of color pigment now?
Yep.
Okay.
She wants to put it. She wants to put it in
a bucket. It's in a bucket.
Oh, okay, perfect. I mean, she'll carry it then.
It's like you're walking around with like a Halloween bucket. Okay. And Tyrannus, you approach the Eckhart's Critters. And when you do, there's a giant owl bear there just sort of laying down on its belly on the side like this. And then it perks up and looks over at you. Right, it goes,
Tyrannus is gonna like get down on his like just kind of bend down and like pet the owl bear if it seems like it's friendly, so I'm gonna try and pet it.
Yeah, roll an animal handling check.
Come on, nat 20. 16.
The owl, you put your hand forward slowly, and then you touch the owl bear's head, and it snuggles into you. And you hear from inside.
That will be 3 gold.
As this decrepit-looking, skinny human steps out.
That will be 3 gold.
I'm not paying you to pet this owl bear.
You not read the sign?
And he points at a sign that says 3 gold to pet the owl bear.
Do you think my critters are here for free? I have to make a profit somehow.
And then you see the owl bear sort of snuggle into you again, and he grabs a chain and he tugs on it, and it pulls back on it. It's like,
Now pay up.
I don't like this guy at all.
the cockatrice from the top of him looks down, and its eyes are like beady, and it keeps looking at you like this.
Just give me a second. See if I'm not gonna cast a spell on him. It's probably a bad idea. I'm not paying you, I don't care. I didn't see the sign.
Oh. Then I'll have to report you to security. They'll deal with you, and we'll get our gold.
And what if I report you for abusing your animals?
I do not abuse my animals, and I deny such an accusation.
Regardless, I'm going to security now, and I'm going to report you. And he kind of turns.
Wait, he says.
Tyrannus turns back.
Perhaps I was a bit quick earlier. Well, let bygones be bygones, shall we?
Very well.
I will clear your debt to me with an apology.
You want me to apologize to you?
Yes. I mean, I am letting you go with not paying for petting my property. Just say sorry, Eckhart, for what I've done, and we will both go about our day.
The cockatrice goes, lands on the ground, and the giant cockatrice, and then stares at you. And the owl bear sits there sad.
I was gonna say, would Bonnie know much about this? Bonnie would know about this place a lot more, right?
She's heard of it, yeah.
Okay. So Bonnie would walk up and just give him the 3 gold and be like, "Here's your gold. Everything's fine." And just, you will ignore this whole situation ever happened.
And this
Tyrannus
old
is just staring at the guy with a stern face.
stringy guy, and he's got like hardly any teeth, and they're all yellowed. He looks like his eyes are bloodshot, like he's high on mana bomb, and he's just like,
All right. Fine. Get out of here, then.
And side note, now that Tyrannus is like standing up and like looking at the shop, and he pointed out the sign, I kind of want to see what else is on the sign. There's other prices.
You can buy a pet cockatrice, a little baby one. You can buy any critter. Just like a pet. You can have even like a little puppy, a little kitten, a little bear. There's all sorts of different animals. Fuck, I'm fucking pissed right now though. 1 second. It's not what I wanted. Anyways, somebody give me a cute female name. Like for a pet.
Pixie.
Zoe.
Zoe. So he pulls on the chain of the owl bear.
Get inside, Zoe.
She goes, meow.
Tyrannus takes a step forward and asks, "How much for the owl bear?"
Excuse me.
How much to purchase the owl bear?
Zoe is a rare breed. She descends from the Bahu themselves, they say. I wouldn't just give her up for anything.
That's why I asked how much.
100 gold.
Tyrannus looks at Bonnie.
You should just come to bed and we'll stage a mutiny and kill this fucker and just take it.
Tyrannus, I don't have 100 gold.
I turn back to the guy. I'll be back.
I'll tell you what, Tyrannus, I'll talk to Deckard and see if he can get us it for cheaper.
Very
Knowing
well.
that the guy can hear me, see if he does anything about it.
He doesn't seem to care.
All right, Tyrannus is gonna walk away. I guess head to the bar.
Okay. What about Bonnie?
Tyrannus. She'll follow him, kind of, but be like, I think later on we should all talk.
Do you? Do you think we should talk?
Oh yeah, you two are fighting. Sorry, I forgot.
Now
Yeah,
you
I
want to
think-
talk?
I think it's time we all find out the truth about ourselves and each other, maybe?
I think the time for talking should have happened a long time ago. This is far overdue, and to be honest, I don't feel like talking to you anymore right now. Tyrannus walks away from Bonnie.
That's why I said later.
He's walking away.
So now we're gonna move on to Belgarath. What were you doing?
Belgrath. First of all, did you say anything about this area being anything, or is that just filler technically?
It's no, it's not filler. This is a
Because I know this is the
apple
mask.
stand.
That's
It's
the mask
apple-
shop.
This is a caramel apple stand, and this is a toy shop.
Okay. Well, Belgrath went to the mask shop.
And then this is the mask shop. Yeah, you walk up and they have an assortment of masks. I have written some down. 1 second. Masks. So you see several high quality masks made to look like devils, thri-kreen, goblins, vampires, werewolves. There's just an assortment of them.
Are these like half masks or full masks?
Full mask, like right over your head. Like, and they're huge. So on you, it would just look like a giant head.
Get a goblin mask.
I knew you were gonna say that as soon as he said goblin mask.
That'd be great.
They're cheap too. They're only
So it's like an actual Halloween mask where it's like it goes over
Yep.
your whole head. You can't
Yep.
see it.
You,
Okay,
you can
I thought
see.
it was
No, you can see.
no, like they
can
can't
see
see
through
your
it.
actual face.
No, they can't.
I thought it was
Walk
would be
as
one of those
yourself,
masks where
and
it
then
just covers
People
your
will
face.
think you're wearing a mask.
No, it's like a whole big, almost like helmet head mask. Yeah, you'd be completely covered.
It's like a Darth Maul mask.
with an afro and a fluffy scarf.
That would be weird.
They're 50 silver each.
50 silver. Sir, what are the masks like? What are the masks again? Like the vampire, goblin.
There's vampire,
Thry-Kreen.
goblin, werewolves, Thry-Kreen, devil, an assortment of different devils. There's a dragon. I mean, whatever you want.
Belgrath is interested in the dragon mask
Okay, there's a big red dragon mask.
for 50 silver.
Yep.
Belgrath will point to that mask.
Yeah, and you buy it?
And yeah,
Sure. All right, you have
50,
it.
50 silver.
50 silver, yeah. Take that out of your inventory.
Yep. And
You gotta go to the toy shop or get a caramel apple.
no, he will actually, Belgrath will actually walk. He'll walk towards the archery range just to see
Okay.
what it's about.
All right. So I guess these two make it to the bar then. All right, so as you approach the archery range, you'd see Rasuan there, approaching this man at the desk. Ah, yes, welcome, welcome. Have you come to try your hand at one of my exotic prizes?
No, I just come to shoot arrows.
Buy-in is 50 silver.
Oh,
You will get 3 shots. Every bullseye you hit, you will get the corresponding prize behind it. But be warned, some could be dangerous.
okay. The last one's gonna hand over 50 silver.
Thank you. And he puts down a bow and arrow for you. With 3 arrows.
Okay. Last one's gonna pick it up, but he's gonna inspect the bow first.
Alright, roll an investigation.
9.
Looks like a normal bow.
Okay. I guess I'll knock an arrow and,
Yeah, you roll at disadvantage.
okay.
Okay, and I just need you to point at your target, which one, because I have actual prizes for each different thing, or punishments.
I'll go
So
middle.
which ones?
Direct middle.
Oh, so you can't see
Correct.
the prizes or anything like that?
So the DC to get a perfect bullseye is 19 or 20.
Do I use my attack?
Yep.
Damn.
Disadvantage though.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
a javelin.
no. I clicked the wrong one.
He throws a javelin.
Fuck him. 12 and a 22, but disadvantage, so 12.
12. Okay, your arrow, you knock it, Rasuan, and something just doesn't feel right. Your arms just sort of tremble as you're pulling back, and you let go, and the arrow just goes off to the side, the top right of the target. Ooh, you missed. 2 more shots. Which one do you want to shoot at now?
Last one's gonna keep the same one, but he's gonna pull out his longbow and quickly fire off a shot.
You cannot use your own. We do not know if you have infused it with magic. This
There's,
would be cheating.
there's something wrong with your bow, and he's gonna shoot anyways. Yeah, there's no advantage, so I mean,
Yeah.
I
So
rolled
you
a,
miss.
yeah, I rolled a 17. So I'm
Oh yes,
assuming it
something
hits, but
wrong
not
with
the.
It hits,
bullseye.
but doesn't hit the bullseye. Oh, it seems it was not our bow.
And-
It seems to be the one shooting it.
Shit. We'll try one more time with the last arrow. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Fuck it.
You miss. Belgrath, you see Rasuan fail 3 times. Oh, better luck next time. Would you like to try more?
No.
50
Raswan's
silver
gonna
for 3
snap his
arrows.
bow and then walk away.
You snap the bow?
Not my bow, the other bow.
You'll have to pay for that. Security.
I did. I paid the 50 silver.
And you walk up, and that dragonborn standing in front of you.
Oh, hello, Hagrid.
Hello.
Um,
You will have to pay for that.
I don't have money.
It doesn't change anything. You will pay one way or another.
Okay, if you say so.
Does he just walk away?
Oh, actually,
And you just
know
walk
what?
past him.
Yeah. Raswan's gonna go back, pick up the bow, the broken bow, and take it with him. If I pay, I keep this.
And Hargren just sort of watches you go. Belgrath?
Bring
you're
it
here?
to Ben. I can fix it. The best part is it won't bring back the magical property. So it will just be a regular bow.
Yes, you look like you are strong. Certainly you can shoot a bow.
Who, me?
Yes. He takes out another bow and puts it on the table. With 3 arrows. 50 silver. Come, give it a shot.
Belgrath is going to inspect the bow first.
Sure, roll an investigation.
17.
You notice there seems to be some sort of magical shimmer about the bow. But what it is, you cannot tell.
So, this is just a normal bow with 3 arrows I gotta shoot, right? That's it?
Yes. Choose your prize. You hit the
if it's-
bullseye, it is yours. You could
So
get
if
up to
the-
3 prizes if you shoot well.
So if it's just a normal bow, why is there magic on it?
Well, we mark our bows with magic in order to make sure that that we know which ones are ours.
You know, you could just do that with us simply, like, not notching into the bow, not have to do with magic.
Are you going to play or not?
I think you're sleazing people out of, for money
What?
with the...
I deny such an accusation. Then go. Plenty of other people will play.
What if I just go to security and say you're sleazing people out of money with a magic item?
You and your friends have a lot of faith that those who guard this place are on your side.
How does he know we're friends?
We are a weird group to be with. So,
Just remember, I know the owner.
yes,
Okay, but-
you do, but they don't know that we know you.
And you know Adam's not gonna give you that.
Real talk, how are we getting that owl bear?
We're causing a heist.
We gotta get that thing.
This is turning into a Fast and
Kill
Furious.
everybody here, because Bonnie will end up dying.
We wait
could
until he's asleep, and we fucking just kill him.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah. Hey,
What the hell are you guys saying?
Nothing.
Hey guys. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry about that.
Belgrath's gonna report you for magic shit.
And then you said something about me and my friends.
You think they have your interests in mind?
What do you mean friends? There's just me.
Sure. Come on by, and he starts speaking to the other people. Come on up. And the little boy runs up and wants to play and puts down 50 silver.
Belgrath's gonna look at the pair and be like,
He's sleazing you out of your money, by the way.
I guess Belgrath just walks away, goes to the tavern.
Okay. And where's Bonnie?
Bonnie was looking for Deckard.
Bonnie, as you walk by, you'd see near the fireworks stand is Deckard Moonbreaker, who's sipping at some tea.
Hey, Deckard, how's it going?
He looks down. Ah, yes, hello, little girl. Welcome to the Festival of Monsters. Are you enjoying your time?
Yes?
Excellent. And he's
you
not
not-
even really looking at you as he sips at his tea and looks around.
Do you not remember who I am?
And he looks back at you. And then he looks at your chest plate, sees the symbol of House Moonbreaker. He puts the teacup down into the plate, and his voice changes. Well, well, well. Whisper. What brings you out to Harlane?
My out here name is Bonnie.
Oh, of course, Bonnie.
Just, in case my friends come by.
Your friends, yes. We've been keeping a close eye on them.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
Why?
Let's
Is there
just
something I
say-
should know?
Well, Bonnie, I don't know. Are you aware of the company that you keep?
No, we really haven't gone into details as to our past. We've just kind of had to kill some monsters, and they were kind of helping me do what I needed to do at the same time.
Well, I would speak to your friends while you still can. And perhaps you'll get some closure.
Closure about what?
You are running with a very dangerous man. In the farthest parts of the realm, he's known as the Grim Reaper. You may
Oh.
know him as Benjamin Grimshaw.
Yeah, what's your interest with him?
Let's just say that Renly Greystone has a bounty out for him, and I would like to see him captured alive. Perhaps you could assist us with this, Whisper.
Well, what do you want me to do?
He looks around. Help us subdue your friend. Let's get him out of here. No bloodshed, no trouble.
But then the others will know, and then what do I do then? I'm just a little
No.
girl.
Whisper. You know I'm no longer affiliated with my house. I gave up my lordship to my sister Latanya.
Yes, I
The
do.
only... My concern is the rarity of your friend. Perhaps we don't need to capture him. Perhaps if you can convince me that he's not the dangerous criminal that they say, that I could help him. But you've got to know one thing. No one has ever escaped Greystone Prison before. Your friend Benjamin Grimshaw is the first one to ever do it. And what the Greystones need to know is how he escaped.
He's not a monster. He's just got many different talents.
This is bigger than you and me and him. And not to mention the gold that's available.
Could buy a lot of owlbears with that gold.
You could buy 10 owl bears with that gold.
But what about the other ones?
Well, I'm gonna give you some warning. We have taken your little turtle friend.
Panthers?
Don't worry, he is not hurt. But he is, just in case we need any collateral. We do have him.
Where can I see him? Where do you have him?
I'm not going to tell you that, Whisper. Now listen, I want to believe your friend's a good man. I want to believe that all that I'm reading are lies. You know I will always give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I have dealt with monsters all over this realm, and there's no greater monster than man. I want to make sure that if he is as dangerous as they say, he is put back in that prison.
He's not dangerous at all. What if he just, tells you how he escaped, and then that way you know, and then he's fine.
That's not a bad idea.
And then we'll get Thantry back?
Absolutely. There needs be no bloodshed here.
He's not gonna like my answer.
Well, you leave it to me, and I will go talk to my friends, and I will try to let him convince him to come and tell you what happened.
Sure, but try to have fun, Bonnie. Try to have fun with all your friends. And this family walks by and he goes, hello, and welcome. Are you enjoying the festivities? Good. Go get yourself a caramel apple. Good, Bonnie.
Just one thing, though, is they don't know my past yet. So we'll just, I'm Bonnie.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
I think you need to ask yourself why you're so scared of telling them the truth. If they are your friends.
I'm not.
As you say.
I just haven't had the time to yet.
Well, you haven't now.
We'll talk on our next campfire episode, but
I think this is your campfire episode. It's like in a video game where somebody's saving a potion just in case they need it, and then they're about to die, and they're like, no, but I can't use the potion in case I need it. You need it!
And they have that potion at the end of the game. Just
they
because
never
they never used it.
That's Bonnie, and wanting to talk about anything.
It used to be a mon.
She keeps putting it off because whatever.
She wants to level up first.
They'll probably try to kill me if they knew the truth.
All right, so Trebek. Okay, well, I will. I'll see what I can do, but please don't hurt Thantry. He's nice and gentle. Just tell me where he is, and I'll do my best to figure out what I can do.
Bonnie. I'm no monster. I would never harm that boy. You know that. It's just in case we need to use them to convince your friend to come with us. That's all.
But if I tell them you have Thantry, they're not going to be happy.
Well, that's not really my problem. Goodbye.
I'll be back.
Sure, I'm gonna go get Clementine. And he walks past you.
It's Clementine. So then she'll enter the tavern.
You enter the tavern. So the first people to walk into the tavern was the first person was Ben, actually, right? Mm-hmm. Ben, you walk in. You hear the ghostly music from afar seems amplified here somehow through magical projections that are going on. And in the shadows, you'd see several robed figures who are just sort of waving their hands around. They seem to be emitting the sound of the music. So there's a lot of guards in secret, and there's a lot of spellcasters around the festival who are secretly doing different things. But most startling when you walk into this outside bar, Ben, ahead of you is a huge octopus that's sitting on top of a keg. And it's just dipped in a small amount of water. And the octopus is large and purple with a huge head. Its tentacles are just going everywhere, grabbing drinks, handing them to people, pouring more drinks, handing them to people. Its eyes are completely white. Over here, sort of next to it on a table, is a very small old man who's sitting at the table, and his eyes are white as well.
I will go up to the bar and just say in general, barkeep, bottle of whiskey, please.
The barkeep who you're looking up as an octopus is there, but then you hear the man that I mentioned earlier, the old man with a big white beard. He's balding at the top. He's super skinny old. He goes, "Oh, I'll get you a drink. Don't you worry." He's speaking, but the octopus is moving. He seems to be warging himself. You'd see there's a connection there. He seems to be controlling the octopus.
It was just kind of pure like back and forth
at the table.
between the man and the octopus.
And the octopus then pours a large mug of ale and then slaps it in front of you and just splashes a bit from the impact. And then another tentacle comes out to collect the gold. It costs you 1 gold.
So I'll flick the 1 gold to the octopus, I guess, and then drop.
It catches it, and he says, "Thank you kindly."
And I'll drop 50 silver on the table with the old man as a tip.
Yeah, you do. And he goes, "Oh," and the octopus looks over at the table, and you see the old man go, "Oh, thank you." And then he moves his hands, and he grabs it, and he puts it into his purse. "Tips are appreciated."
And then he'll kind of just go and leave the bar area and go back out toward the carnival.
Yeah, and once you get to about here, you see a man there in the corner, and he's sort of just smoking a pipe. And he goes, "Ah, yes, hello, welcome. Would you like to come and play Unfated with us?"
Can I clarify something?
Yeah.
What did we decide on for the currency? Because D&D Beyond says that 1 gold is 10 silver. 1 silver is 10 bronze or whatever it is. So,
Which is what we said was the way it's going to be.
I'm just saying because you paid 1 gold and then you tipped him 5 gold. It just I don't know.
Oh, I get what happened. Yeah, you're right.
You just
because of the way D&D Beyond does it. I think he meant 5 silver.
All right, yeah, that's right.
It would have been 5 silver, not 5 gold. Yeah. So you paid a gold for it. Okay, that's good to clarify that because I completely forgot that we decided that.
Yeah, that's like a huge tip. Like,
yeah, it's like 1 gold. Thank you. Here's 5 gold. You could have gotten 6 drinks.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
You
a
look
want
over in the corner
case.
and you see this this man with a big curly hair that moves outwards. He's wearing very fine outfit with like jewels all over it. He's got like caramel skin and he's just sort of smoking a pipe and he's got cards there and he goes, "Ah, yes, hello, come. Would you like to play Unfated with me?"
Unfaded? What is that exactly?
Why, it is a card game. Have you never heard of it?
I'm not much into card games. I'll pass. I think he'll be more up Thantways out there. I'll send him here if I find him, and he'll just kind of keep walking.
Sounds good. Anybody with cards can come and play me.
He'll just kind of keep walking toward the exit.
Yeah, and once you do, everybody walks in. You all walk into the tavern. The rest of you see the octopus there just serving up drinks. The tavern's buzzing and full. The music's playing loudly from the ghostly band.
Am I in there too?
Yep.
Okay. She goes, Ben?
Yeah.
We need to talk.
We all need to talk.
We should go into a little corner where nobody can hear us.
That sounds a little shady.
It kind of does.
Whatever. Anyways, can anyone hear us over here, Adam? We're gonna say no.
You can find a little corner. There's people everywhere though, but with the music playing and everybody's laughing and having fun, yeah, you don't really.
So
nobody should be able to hear you there.
So, guys, I don't want you to panic or anything, but Deckard, the guy who owns this place, he has Thanthui.
What?
Why?
Because he wants Ben.
What?
So there's a huge bounty on Ben's head for escaping a prison, and
Right.
he wants to know how he escaped the prison. But he says that if we go talk to him and if Ben tells him how he escaped the prison, he won't hurt Thanthui, and there'll be no bloodshed.
Well, what happens to Ben then?
I think he said he'll let him go, and he just wants to know how he escaped.
It was really quite simple. I just walked out the door. It was literally that. The door was open and I just walked out.
Adam, I rolled 18 perception. Since this is the first time that we're all grouped together, is there anything around that's like out of normal? Like, or do I notice any eyes, extra eyes looking
You
at us?
notice that Hargren is over here and he's staring directly at you. He's not within earshot, but he's staring at you.
Okay.
Can probably
Sorry.
read lips.
Okay. Continue.
So, I mean, should we, get everything out in the open now, so we're all aware of who we are, or go find Thanthui?
See, the problem, Bonnie, is I've told Renly, and he doesn't like my answer. He doesn't believe I just walked out of his gates, and he wants a further explanation that does not exist, because I don't know who opened the gate, but somebody let me out, and I just walked out the door, and they don't believe it. So it's not going to be as simple as telling them how I escaped.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, guys, 1 sec.
I have a plan for getting that owlbear.
I legit
Yes,
want us to be like a group animal.
Fuck Thanthui. Owlbear's more important.
No, Tyrannus cares about Thanthui. I want the owlbear.
We'll get you the owlbear after we kill everybody. It's just a matter of...
I can cast fog cloud, make a huge, cloud of fog. Bonnie, you should, shatter one of, your, pigment thing. Belgarath, you can create a distraction. And Ben, I want you to get in there and, break the chains or whatever. And, Rasuan, you can help him and, sneak him out.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, we were just talking about stuff.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, sorry. What was the last thing said? It was Ben was saying that he didn't like your answer.
Or that they won't like my answer because they don't believe I just walked out of the gate.
But
I'm more concerned about Thanthui. Where's Thanthui?
He wouldn't tell me where he is. I told him you'd all be mad, and he won't. He promised me he won't hurt Thanthui.
Well, he seems pretty fishy, and usually fishy people can't be trusted, so...
I know for a fact that as long as he gets the information or the prize that he wants, he will not hurt Thanthui.
And how do you know this?
Because I know him.
See, that's where it's concerning. you know him, and we don't even know, like, why you know him or not.
His sister, Latanya Moonbreaker, is the one that trained me to become a blood hunter.
Okay. What the fuck is a blood hunter?
You are saying a lot of words for the first time.
Yes. I'm pretty sure none of us have heard what a blood hunter is. And I've been around.
It's someone who hunts down monsters.
That's it? So,
Bonnie,
Yes.
Bonnie, how old are you really? No more lying.
Well, I'm 9 3/4.
No.
I've
No, that's unacceptable, Bonnie. Tell us the truth.
I've been 9 3/4 for 30 years.
Excuse me?
49 3/4 is what she tried to say.
You're
No,
4.
30 years.
No, you had to grow up to 9 first. Then you've been at 9 for 30 years. So you're 39 3/4. Sorry, my mistake.
Bonnie, what? You're not human, are you?
I'm a changeling.
Oh. What the heck is a change ring?
I can change my form to anything I want it to be.
Is that dark voice part of being a changeling?
Well, the dark voice is Susie.
The bunny rabbit?
Yes.
What
The ones
is
that you guys
Susie
have all
really?
heard.
Hey
But
guys,
the-
one
the-
second. You guys noticed the dragon, the white one, walking closer this entire time?
Tyrannus turns around and looks.
Same with Belgrath.
You'd see he's staring directly at Ben.
Is he still out of earshot though?
Yes, he seems to have a drink in his hand.
Okay.
He's intoxicated. Good. We have the advantage.
But
He's behind me.
Yeah.
is he?
Yeah, Ben.
Ben will just kind of, all right. And then he'll just turn and wave to him. Be, hey, man.
Hey, Ben. Just real quick, do you mind fixing this bowl for me?
Oh, yeah, no problem, man. And he'll just put his hand on it and mend it. It'll just look perfectly normal, like nothing wrong with it.
So you're casting and mending?
Mending, yes. It's a cantrip.
Okay. What does it look like when you make... Because, you don't really use magic per se. You use technology. So what would it look like when you mend it?
I'll just kind of put my mechanical hand on it, and it'll just kind of like magical flow through it, like from the magic tech.
Yep. And it's fine.
It will restore it to perfect condition except for any magic property. It will not restore. But it looks perfectly fine.
Restaurant's just gonna quickly walk over to Hargrave and be like, "Here, take the bowl back. It works now, properly this time."
He looks down at you. He takes the bow. Good.
So, are you here to watch Ben or us?
I do not answer to you.
Okay. So you're here to watch Ben. Restaurant joins back up with the group and just, okay, yeah, he's gonna follow us, and I'm assuming just to keep an eye on Ben.
Hargren seems to walk up to the bar and gets served another drink.
He'll make sure Ben doesn't leave here until they have the answers.
I feel like this entire place is against us, so we should be careful.
I kind of feel like I'm in a trap right now.
Well, the person at the bow station kind of figured that we were together even though we had no communication at the bow station, Rasuan.
We may have to use myself as bait and turn myself in to get Thanthui.
Okay.
He says you don't have to turn yourself in. He just says you just have to talk to him.
You are very trusting, Bonnie, just like how we trust each other, but now we don't trust each other, and, yeah.
Bonnie, are you cursed by something or possessed?
No, why?
Can we see the bunny?
There have been multiple instances of a dark purple magic surrounding you.
Will Susie ever hurt us or anything like that?
Tyrannus turns to Ben. She already did. I almost died.
Oh,
Is that what that was?
No,
I assume so.
No.
We just saw you drop, man. That is scary as hell. You just...
It's because I tried to read Bonnie's mind, and I was attacked by some voice, some
let me
energy.
Explain.
Finally.
The voices everybody else has heard, that is Susie. Tyrannus, the voice that you heard, that was me.
So are you saying you attacked Tyrannus on purpose?
No. It was, he dove into my mind and I had to get him out. It was hurting my head.
So it's a property of changelings that they have inner voices that can mentally defend themselves?
When I change into a little girl, I need the little girl voice. But there are my true voices and the voices of the people that I change into.
I don't even know what to ask anymore.
Barmaid comes up and hands you all drinks.
But I'll wait till the barmaid to leave. I'll wait till she leaves before I continue.
And she leaves.
She'll still look around to make sure nobody's in earshot.
Nobody's in earshot.
Deckard doesn't know my true form. You guys are the only ones I've ever told.
What is your true form?
It's a changeling form. Just like all other changelings.
None of us have ever seen a changeling.
I'll show you one day. I just can't show you here.
Hey guys. Did any of you order us these drinks?
No.
Then why did we get drinks?
I have a feeling they're from our friend at the bar. I wouldn't advise drinking it. It may have some unwelcome properties inside.
Fuck you, Cody.
Thank you, Cody. That was a good spot.
This is why I drink from my own hoard.
I've only ever drank water.
All right,
So-
we need to figure out this Thanthui Ben conundrum.
Well, I think we should, Ben, I think we should go and talk to Deckard.
I don't think it'll be that easy, Bonnie.
He's always been really nice to me.
Well, I got a bit of a unsavory past, to say the least.
We have to just convince him that you. And she stops
would
talking.
like to see you.
She stops talking as soon as he steps up. What would you like?
Deckard would like to see you.
Who?
And he puts a hand on Ben's shoulder.
Which
I am
shoulder?
taking him there when
Left
I
or
am
right?
ready.
Your right one.
I'll just take my mechanical
doesn't-
hand and grab his hand and squeeze as tightly as I can.
And he would just, we'll do competing strengths. 1 sec.
13, 20.
You'd squeeze, and then all of a sudden, this large white dragonborn would squeeze back. You just sort of feel a little bit of your metal crushing, like. And then he's like,
I advise you
He
take
wants-
your hand off me, sir, or we're gonna have a problem right now.
We are going to see Deckard in a minute.
he looks at Bonnie. He doesn't want to see anyone else,
Like
just
I
him.
said, sir, I will not ask again. Take your
And I
bloody
will
hand
be
off
going
me
with him.
now.
Tyrannus stands up and walks beside the
And
white
I'll pull my gun
dragonborn.
out.
And this gentleman in the
So
corner
much going
here
on.
sort of giggles.
Guys, we don't want a problem here.
Wherever Ben goes,
I'll cock
we
my
go
gun.
too.
What? You white dragon
He hasn't removed his hand. I
thing.
will
What is
literally
your
shoot him in
name?
the face in about 3 seconds.
What is your
He'll
name?
put his gun to the right dragonborn's head. Remove your hand now, sir. Final warning. Intimidation check.
Okay.
Better be good.
17.
He looks at you. Stares. And then removes his hand.
I will be taking him there in a
Holds it
minute.
up in the air like this.
I promise I will bring him there.
Raswan's
And
gonna
then you just
stand
hear
up.
this old man. You just hear the old man with the big white beard, whose eyes are white, sort of sit there, and he's just like, I don't remember. I don't remember Deckard saying for you to silence. Do you have any idea how much he's worth?
I
could
know
be rich.
exactly how much I'm worth. There's a
really
reason
don't
for
think
it. I'd
you
advise
should
you to
be.
remember it, sir.
I've already talked to Deckard, and Deckard already said that I can bring him when I am ready.
He backs up a bit.
So, unless you want me to go and talk to him again, continue
Of course.
backing up.
Of course. He has his hands up like this as he backs up slowly. And then he quickly reaches behind his back, takes out a long sword, and whips it across the room to the right. As the old man looks towards the Dragonborn. Deckard never told us to. And then it strikes the old man directly in the head. And he dies.
That seems a bit drastic.
Are we rolling initiative?
You'd all be like, what the fuck? Like, and he falls down to the ground, convulsing. You see Hargren sort of smile as suddenly the giant octopus's eyes go black. And it starts freaking out. Roll initiative.
There it is.
Fucker.
I just wanted to go to the toy store.
Don't.
I just wanted to get a drink and go to the toy store, and now we're rolling initiatives.
My initiatives are always garbage.
All right, Rasuan.
Dirty 20.
I don't like this
Graph.
Dragonborn guy. He's rubbing Ben all the wrong ways.
Well, that sucks.
Elgrath. He's going rogue, man. Do you know how much you're
I
worth?
rolled 9 in here.
Yeah.
But
He hurt my shoulder down.
when I pressed an initiative and rolled the actual beyond 20, I got a 19, but it didn't transfer over.
Okay, so what'd you get? Just tell me.
I got a 19 on my first roll, but it didn't transfer.
Okay, we'll say 19. That's fine. Tyrannus,
6.
you always get shit initiative.
Yeah.
Bonnie,
7.
Ben,
13. I'm not going anytime soon.
Tell me about it.
Oh yeah,
all right, Rasuan, you're first.
that's the worst place though. Go first, I hate being first.
Because you don't know.
And the just to let you know, the gentleman who's sitting here, with the playing cards and stuff, while suddenly everybody in the bar starts screaming and starts running out of the tavern, this gentleman just sits there laughing while he smokes his pipe. It's like, oh my, this is wonderful. Okay, so
What kind of
20,
pipe?
What kind of pipe?
Rasuan,
Yeah, what kind of pipe is he smoking?
it just looks like a
Wacky
regular
tobacco.
old pipe. Wacky tobacco, yeah. He's high as fuck. Rasuan,
Is Hargrane also like getting ready to fight, or is it just the octopus that's flailing about?
oh, Hargrain already has his hand on his swords.
Okay, I will go up and slash him.
Okay.
24,
Yeah, that hits.
9 damage.
Yeah, fuck him up, Ray.
Okay.
You hurt
And
my
then
shoulder.
I will also unarmed strike him with my bonus.
Okay.
23.
Oh, that hits.
8,
Yeah.
8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
So what'll happen is Raswan runs up to him. He'll slash at one of his legs and then do like a sweep kick and kick in the same spot
Yep.
he slashed.
You slash down his leg. It cuts a little bit into the armor. You are able to make contact. He sort of grunts a little bit as he falls back, and then you kick him. But it's, although you damaged him and you feel the cracking of the bones inside, this is a very tall, 7-foot, large white dragonborn, and he looks like he's been in a lot of pain in his life. He does not seem phased by you.
That's okay. Trees are tall, but in the end they get cut down.
Okay.
Nice.
So, is that the end of your turn?
Where do you get this shit, man?
He probably has a fucking, it's like a whole thing of them at the ready. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Belgrath.
Belgarath. So, from what I can see, everyone has gone out of the bar except for like our group, the guy sitting there, the octopus, and the white dragonborn.
Yes, and you would see that the octopus started freaking out and it started just grabbing random people right before the fight just began, and then just ate one of them and then would like throw like 4 others, just go flying in the air. They disappear.
Okay, so I just wanted to know that. So Belgrath will actually take out the wand and cast magic missile at the white dragonborn.
Of all things. Okay, as soon as you take out the wand you're about to attack, your armor comes down, and now it's just you're back in your regular form,
Yep.
and you use the wand. So go ahead. And who are you shooting it at?
The white dragonborn.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
So I am casting it at 3rd level. Let's see.
Can you?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
It has 7 charges. Every time I use a charge, it goes up 1 charge. So I'm using 3 charges. So let's see if this works. 3. So let me read. Each dart hits. Okay, it doesn't say hit.
It doesn't. You don't. It automatically hits. It's magic
It
missile.
automatically
But
hits.
your
yeah.
third level should be more than just 1d4.
It's a wand though.
It should.
The magic missile, doesn't it shoot like 3?
Yeah, it should be
things?
3.
Yeah, three.
I mean, I feel like
yeah,
it,
3 glowing.
Yeah.
So maybe it's all 3 of them, but just at 5. I don't know. I just pressed on the magic missile on 3rd level and it did that.
Okay.
What makes it 3rd level then?
The wand has 7 charges, and every
No. First level is 1d4 plus 1.
Yeah.
Every level you add should be another d4.
I
so just do it 2 more times.
okay. Let me click on this one then. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that.
Okay, 1 more. So the total is 11.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah,
So that should be if it shoots 3 different ones, right? And that should be for the first missile. Because it should be
That's technically just one missile.
3d4 per missile.
What? No. It's just a d4. It's
it's
just
a 1d4.
It's just-
It's a
it's just-
1d4 plus
no.
1, and then that's for each missile.
That's at 3rd level
Yeah.
though, because it should be throwing 3 missiles. At the, you know what I mean? Like
No. Each level doesn't matter. It's 1d4 for the 3 missiles because it
okay.
auto hits.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so total's 11. Yeah. These magical beams, you guys would see Belgrad take out a wand of all things and shoot magical beams. And I'm gonna say you're a bit like startled, like whoa! They just sort of fly out almost like a rocket, and they blast against him. He seems surprised by that magic hitting him. He's like, okay,
And
11.
then
Yep.
Balgrath will go rage as a
Okay.
bonus.
Yep.
And and he'll actually move like over this direction, right beside Bonnie. And he will end his turn.
Okay. Next is Seth the Octopus.
It's not necessarily
The
on
octop-
his. It's just another random NPC, right? It's not working with him. It's just fucking everything up. Or is it?
Yeah, but there's the chaos is what he planned on. So the octopus starts freaking out and then looks at all of you who are left, and it's going to attack you all.
Technically, he's closest to the octopus. So wouldn't the octopus attack him?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all I was, leading up to. I'll just go back to my frosty.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Good man.
So it goes to attack him first. You'd see he takes out 2 long swords from his back, and when the octopus comes, he just like slashes at it, and its tentacle misses. It's like, and then it's going to use 1 more against Rasuan. 19, Rasuan.
Ding.
Okay, you take.
You're a high AC, man.
It's not always 19. It's temporarily 19.
You take 13 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
Okay, and you are grappled.
Okay.
It is then going to use its fling to fling Rasuan away.
Whereabouts is he going?
It's going to fling him 60 feet.
Oh shit!
Jeez.
In the air?
It's across the whole map.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So let me just back out here. You guys would see Rasuan get grappled, grab, squeeze, and then it flings him 60 feet.
I mean, you can move my character, right?
I am, yeah.
You should have it like throw him into a stall or something.
Rasuan, you land.
Fireworks.
60 feet's long.
Yeah, it'll take him like 2 turns just to get back into the fight.
No, I can dash 100.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he has crazy speed.
Let's see, 5,
That's
10,
a monk
15,
for you.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Well, all the way up to here.
He
That's what
grabs
I'm
some
gonna say.
mask while he's there.
Rasuan, you just feel yourself lifted. It looks at you in the eyes and it just throws you across the map, and you land into a giant caramel apple stand, and you crash through the roof down into the bottom of the. You need to do a dexterity save.
17. I think that's a fail, right?
It's one off.
Yeah, it's a fail.
Does your scarf give you any kind of bonus or advantage or anything?
Stealth, acrobatics, no.
I think it was only if it's like climbing or in a tree or forest or something.
You take 20 bludgeoning damage.
Holy shit.
So he just took 33?
Not all at once, though. That's the difference. He took the initial damage from being hit once, then he takes 20 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's essentially almost dead, so he's looking real bad.
Rasuan, you guys would just see Rasuan get flung away. He just goes flying through the air and disappears. Rasuan, you're floating in the air, and then you crash into the caramel apple stand, crashing through. The people in there who are making the caramel apples scream and run away, and you're just covered in caramel as you fall into the big vat of caramel and apples. And now it's going to attack. I guess. The next closest one would be Tyrannus. 14. Tyrannus.
That's a ding, but I'm gonna cast shield. So I pass.
The tentacle comes forward, and then you just like raise your hand up. This electrical shield comes up and zaps it. And that is the end of its turn. Okay, so next is Benjamin.
All right. Who's the half-red dragon veteran?
That's actually this guy, because for some reason I couldn't find white. So he's the stats of the half-red dragon veteran, but he's going to use cold breath attack instead of fire.
All right, just one second. So, seeing Rasuan get kind of banged up and literally launched him. I don't know if we can handle this one. We got to get the fuck out of here, guys. I'm gonna go check on Ra. And kind of disengage.
You're gonna abandon them?
Oh, I'm gonna go make sure
Okay.
Rasuan's not fucking dead.
Yeah, you just know he flew in this direction. Okay, so show me where you run.
So, and I know I'm white guy's fucking target.
Yeah.
So, if I leave, he's gonna likely follow me or get distracted. Someone else gonna fucking shoot some shit up his ass.
Yeah.
Go about here. Just 1 second.
That's as far as you can go?
I'm just checking something.
Okay. As you run out of the outdoor tavern there, it's just chaos. People are screaming and running everywhere but although some people are standing still, just sort of looking like, is this part of the show? And it's all encompassed with this the strangeness of the fact that the ghost jazz that's been playing this whole time continues to play casually.
So I'm gonna activate my leg and I can make it to Rasuan.
Okay. You're able to make it up to Rasuan.
And then I'll use Cure
Yeah.
Wounds on him.
You see Rasuan just laying there back in a vat of caramel.
Raswan's gonna reach over, pull up one of the apples from the side of him, and be like, "Hey Ben, you want an apple?"
No, but don't worry, I got something that'll help you out, buddy. And I'll just kind of shoot a syringe out of my arm and inject him.
Ah! What the hell?
Okay, is that the end of your turn? I mean, it must be, right?
Yeah, so I'll heal you for 7 with my Cure Wounds, and that's the end of my turn.
I look a slightly bit better.
Yeah, it's something. I'm no healer by any means, but it's something.
Hargren, eyeing the fact that Ben has just left, veers to the left and leaps over the stand here and leaps over to this side here. He then watches as Ben ran up this way, and he's going to... how far can he get? Let's see my movement. Damn. But then how long is this thing? Sorry guys, 1 sec. 15 foot, so 5, 10, 15, double movement for that. 20.
My plan is if he follows me, then you guys can kind of flank him.
Oh, this is what he's gonna do. He's gonna eye the fact that Ben is way the fuck up there, realize he can't get that far. He looks around, he sees the fireworks beside him. And he grabs a handful of them, and he's gonna launch them towards the caramel apple stand.
Lovely.
Gosh, that's like a projectile, right? I don't even know what I'm just gonna do.
I hope you're
I'm gonna say he
feeling
launches-
agile, Ray, because we're gonna have
Yeah.
to do some dex checks. I bet you.
You see him, he just like picks them up, and then he just like quickly takes out a match. He lights it and holds them in front of him, and then the fireworks go flying towards the stand. I'm gonna say it's 4 of them, and he has very bad dex, so we're just gonna see if it hits your. We're just gonna see what it is. What should the DC be from an angle like that? Probably. I'm gonna say he has to get at least 17 to hit.
It's a pretty long shot, too.
One of them.
Am I prone?
Yeah.
Do I have a reaction?
You are prone.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention that. If you get flung, you're prone because you failed the check. So he just picks up the fireworks, lights them on fire. You guys from in here would just see 4 fireworks go flying. You hear pew, 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 pew. One explodes at Eckhart's cart here. His cockatrice screams and then starts running in the opposite direction. And the owlbear is blown free and starts running away. You then see another one go flying over here. It blows up the mask shop. Another one goes flying over here and blows up the different dyes and everything. So there's big poofs of colors with these explosions of these fireworks, but one of them does hit right here. So you two do a dex save.
at a disadvantage for me, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
Can I kind of step into it to take the attack as a reaction? Just kind of like step in the way.
You just want to take it full on?
Yeah.
Like you see it coming?
Because I like, obviously
I guess
know
you'd hear...
Yeah. And so I just kind of...
Okay, you step in front of it, yeah.
So I'll just take the attack. Because I know Rossowin's in pretty rough shape.
Okay. I'm just going to do 3d6. Because I haven't stat it, and I think that's pretty low. So it explodes against your chest, and you take 9 fire damage.
All right.
You're sort of knocked back, too. Just sparks going flying
I
everywhere.
want to just add in, when you said the owlbear is now free, Parker's face immediately went, oh no.
Yeah, there's now an owl bear free. That's for sure. Hold on 1 second.
It'll help you. You were nice to it.
Yeah. I might have to dip out of battle. Chase the owl bear.
That's okay.
The owl bear goes flying. All these critters that were in here start running everywhere. There's just animals running wild now.
Oh my god.
You see. And then
Parker loves it.
I do. I'm about to make it more chaotic too.
When Ben gets hit, I just want to add that he'll just kind of like step into it and he'll have it hit his chest, and then when like the smoke and everything clears, he'll just be fucking staring the white dragonborn down, just like, is that all you got,
he's
bitch? Just like,
and he's just staring you down as he just like tosses the match aside. He removes his 2 swords, and he does get to still walk 10 more feet. He starts walking towards you there. The owl bear, I'm going to say, ran this way. The cockatrice ran this
he's just
way.
kind of like ready to draw, like, come on, let's
and then
do
stepping
this.
out is this skinny old carny guy there, Eckhart, the one who was arguing with Tyrannus earlier, and he's completely on fire, and he's like,
Damn, I wanted to kill him.
and he starts running this way. And then we're gonna say that oh my god, I'm already forgetting the white dragonborn's name. I should have fucking written it down here.
Hagrid?
Hargrave?
Hargrin?
Hargrin. And then Hargrin just slices him down, cuts him down.
He just stole your kill.
Yeah, that's...
That was just for fun. Oh, you want to kill him? You know what? Hargrin doesn't kill him. He's on fire and he's just screaming, and he's running this way.
I have too many things I need to do on my turn.
Okay, so everybody still recording?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That was a long turn. Sorry.
Yep.
Next, Bonnie, your turn.
All right, so then Bonnie's eyes will go black and her blade will come out automatically. And then you'll hear from her, "Don't kill the octopus or we will have more problems." And then she'll run this way. And then she will
He does not see you behind him. You get advantage.
she will attack him with Bonnie's Bane. Like she told them in that voice not to kill the octopus or we'll have more problems.
And explain where you ran for the audience.
I ran behind Hargorn, whatever his name
Hargrin.
is. That one, yep.
Hargrin. Hargrin Stiltstalker is his name.
So
Jeez.
with Bonnie's Bane, she will attack.
Nat 20.
So natural 20.
Oh shit. Yep.
Okay, so that's was that 6? 4, 2 plus 4, what? 7. So she got 7 for the natural 20 because, you know, she's apparently weak as shit. And then she's going to, as a bonus action, she's going to cast nope, she's going to hit him with Whisper's Claw.
Okay. So 7. Yep.
19,
19 hits. Yep.
9 damage.
Okay. So you just sort of stab him from behind. He's like, ah! He turns around, and then you Dark Claw just comes up and strikes him against the chest, and he just sort of bleeds out blue blood towards you. How much was the second one?
9.
Gotcha. Okay. Is that the end of your turn? Do you want to say anything?
You don't kill my friends.
Okay, is that the end of your
That's the
turn?
end of my turn. So I guess I need to say that, don't I?
Yes, you do. Okay, Tyrannus, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to bolt out of this bar as everyone else is. And let me just do the movement here. And I'm gonna stand about there, which is kind of in between Hargren and that Eckhart, the creepy guy.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast Thunder Wave at second level. So I suppose they both need to do Constitution saves, because let me draw the shape. It's a 15-foot cube
Okay.
right there.
Is this force damage, right?
It's thunder damage.
Thunder. Okay.
And actually, yeah, I can use my channel divinity, destructive wrath, and deal maximum damage instead of
So-
rolling.
Did you say con?
It's Constitution save, yeah.
Okay. Eckhart's gonna fail automatically.
Okay. So
20.
okay, passes, but so I'm going to use so I can deal maximum damage, and he takes half the damage. So max would be 3d8. So what's that? 24. Yeah.
Yep.
So he would take 12 damage,
Okay.
thunder damage.
How do you kill Eckhart?
So I have my trident in my hand, and I just kind of slam it down in front of me, and lightning bursts out in that like cube, and the lightning just like wreaths around their bodies and just electrocutes them, kind of like burning them to.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's already on fire, and he's like, and then just the blast of thunder, he just crumples down into a pile of like smoldering bone and ash.
Nice.
Guys.
And wait, I can do one more thing. Where is it? I'm going to use a bonus action to use my tempestuous magic and fly 10 feet this way toward the owl bear.
Okay.
And I will end my turn there.
Okay. And although Hargren is blasted, his whole body is just like covered in burns now. He still is standing. He's not dead. And that was the end of your turn, right?
Yes.
Rasuan.
That's half my movement, right? To get up from prone?
Yep.
Okay, so he'll get up. Kind of stumble his way out of the caramel stand.
You're still covered in caramel. It's thick and getting everywhere.
I think all he can really do at this... okay. He's gonna use the Scarf's ability, Blur, on himself. So that takes an action. He's gonna move all the way up and unarmed. Use a bonus action, unarmed attack, Hargren.
Okay. You were able to make it all the way up there?
Yeah, 25 feet, right?
Okay. Bonus action. Go ahead.
10.
10?
Yeah.
You go to strike at him, and he grabs your fist with his clawed hand, and he squeezes it. He's like, I thought the octopus dealt with you.
No,
That's the end of your
no
turn?
response, just end of turn.
Belgrath.
Belgrath will. Let's see. Oh. Belgrath will run over here behind the white dragonborn, and he will swing his club at him.
Okay.
Let's see, where is it? There it is.
I just realized, you said he turned around to Bonnie, right?
Yeah.
Shouldn't I have gotten an advantage on that attack?
Yeah, I was just about to say.
It's too late now.
Cody gets advantage though.
Okay. I see how it is.
Yeah, you get advantage. Cody.
Nice. If it will actually let me click on it.
Oh, Michael just messaged the group.
It's an 18 to hit.
You have advantage.
Oh, I have advantage.
Might as well
oh, yeah.
swing again. Yeah.
So an 18 to hit.
18 ding.
So that will be 12 to damage, but I will also use, where is it? Fury of the Small will also deal an extra 4 damage to any creature larger than me.
Okay, so how much damage total?
So be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage.
16. Okay. Sorry. Okay. You strike at him. You hit him. His body crumbles, but he's still alive.
And that'll end my turn.
Okay. Next is... Oh, wait. I'm sorry. 1 second. Belgarath. How do you kill Hargren Stiltstalker?
Belgrad, well, as he would be like dashing towards him, and then as he stops, he would use the momentum of his movement speed to swing his club and just smash him right in the skull.
Yeah, so he's looking at
Pretty much
Raswan, he says that
decapitating
line,
him.
and all of a sudden, his head goes flying off, just completely smushed, and his body just crumples and falls to the ground.
I don't like Adam's smile.
And then Belgrath will spit on him.
Whose smile?
Yours. You have a grin on you.
Do I?
He always has a
Yes. And I think I know what's coming.
What?
He's a dragonborn. He probably turns into a dragon. Just like Maul did in the last one.
Imagine I could do that.
Yeah, unfortunately, David, I wish it was that cool, but no, he's just dead.
Oh, okay.
That'd also be
Alright.
like, we'd be dead.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't think
yeah.
level 4s can handle a dragon right now.
All right, that's the end of your turn, right? Just want to confirm.
Cody.
It's the end of the turn, sorry.
Okay.
Oh god.
This is going to represent him. The giant octopus starts rolling on the ground, smashes through, and rolls up to you all.
What about that curly-haired guy?
I was gonna say, is he still just smoking his pipe, watching this octopus just fuck shit up?
Completely ignoring him.
Yep.
Probably Morty.
And then he, and it rolls up to the middle of the, festival now. People scream as it looks around, and it's going to attack.
Somebody mind control it.
I don't think anyone has that.
First attack's going to be against Bonnie.
Miss.
Okay, second one is going to be against Belgarath.
Well, hold on. He hit for 15
What?
and missed.
What?
With this, the subs want to know what you hit for.
Oh, sorry. So 15 to AC?
Miss.
Okay. And second one's going to attack Belgarath. Natural 20.
Ugh.
Okay, so... Ooh. Hold on. 2d8 plus 3. What? What is... Hold on. What is going on?
So you have 2d8 plus 3 is your normal thing, and then they re-roll a 2d8 for your natural 20, so the total would be 18.
No. It should have been 7 plus 3, so...
Why 7 and 7?
Hold on.
Because he doubles.
So
Adam likes doubling damage for crits.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't do
it
that.
should-
I didn't do that when I nat 20. I just went off what it said.
Yeah.
We've had this discussion before many, many times, and I keep saying it's stupid. I don't like the way that they do crits. I think it should be 2d8,
you rolled
whatever
17.
it is, but... Yes, that's what I was thinking, because it was 7 plus the 3.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So 17. I actually do less damage than what it says, but whatever. I like it better this way. Bonnie, you're grappled and picked up.
No, that's Belgrath. I'm
Or
It missed
Belgrath,
me.
sorry. You're grappled and you're picked up.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just deciding what I'm going to do with you.
Belgrath's just like in the air.
If he throws you, you're gonna go like 120 feet. You weigh like nothing.
It's going to attempt to bite you in half.
That's worse.
Apparently. So is that?
Oh, apparently you don't get to roll for that.
So it's an automatic kill.
Because he's grappled, that's why.
Right. So okay. So you would take. Luckily, I rolled low. You take 11 more piercing damage as it bites you.
So what's the total damage?
27,
It's
28.
So I
28.
take half of that.
Why?
Because I have a totem of the bear, which is all damage except for psychic is halved. I'm resistant to all damage except for psychic.
When
Is
you're
that like a
enraged.
totem? Is that like a totem you're supposed to put
Nope,
down?
it's just something I get.
Or are you supposed to be
I
raged?
still am rage when after I shot the magic missile, and it hasn't been 10 turns.
You went rage after the magic missile?
Yeah. Do you not hear me say
Oh,
that?
I didn't hear that.
Oh yeah.
No, I didn't. It's okay. That's no big deal.
So what's half?
Okay.
What's half of that?
Cool.
Four,
You do the math.
was
14.
it 28? Yeah, 14.
Yeah, 14. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the end of its turn. Ben, it's your turn.
All right.
Thought he was going to attack more of us.
Perfect. Stand right here. Take 2 shots at the octopus with my pistols.
Okay.
So 13 and 8.
Those hit.
So that's
The 13 hits. The 8 misses. I'm sorry. So 9 piercing damage.
yes. 9 piercing damage, and that is going to be the end of my turn.
Okay. Next is he's dead, Bonnie.
All right, well, the thing clearly has Belgrath.
Yep.
So she would just kind of be like,
The fuck?
this isn't gonna be good. And then she attacks the
Why
octopus.
is that going off?
Billy, Cody, what are you talking about?
I heard a noise like I was gonna call, but on the computer. So that was why I had that confused thing. But I didn't get I don't have a notification saying I'm getting a call.
I don't know.
So
Sorry, David, what were you?
she wants to attack like toward like where he's being held to try and get him loose. 20.
Oh, okay. He's being held way up in the air.
Okay, then she'll just
and there's
attack.
7 other arms.
She'll just attack whatever
Yeah.
she can get to.
Yep.
20 to AC.
That hits.
6 damage.
That hits.
And then she will. Oh, okay. Where's all of her moves? Go away, the screen. She's gonna use Bloated Agony as a bonus action onto it.
Okay. Okay.
So, let me scroll down. So she's gonna take 1d. I haven't used it in a while. Sorry, let me quickly read it. Well,
You have to damage yourself.
I know. Only when I amplify it, which I'm going to. This curse lasts for 1 minute. At the end of each of its turns, the cursed creature can make a Constitution saving throw. On a success, the curse ends. After it takes the damage, though, I think. So I just have to take a 1d4, though, which I can't find it here, so I'm just going to have to put it in here. So I take 1 damage, and now it's cursed. So on its next turn, it will take damage for if it attacks more than once.
Okay. David, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, you have to say
That's
it.
the end of my turn.
Tyrannus, you're next.
I'm going up to this owl bear, and
Okay.
I'm chasing it down, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on it in case the chain that was around its neck like cut into it at all, and also in the
Okay.
hopes that wins me some favor with it.
Okay. The owl bear sort of corners itself over. You would chase it down. It's gonna run. It ran all the way over here. So are you gonna chase it all the way over here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see the owl bear sort of run up to a woman. She's very tall. She seems to be a half-orc, but with much more human features than orcish features. She has green skin, long braided black hair. She's wearing fitted leather, and she seems to be petting one of the 2 griffins that are sitting here in a pen when the owlbear walks up. And, what was the name we gave the owlbear? Cody, you said it.
Zoe.
And this woman just sort of looks, Zoe, what are you doing here? And then you walk up and you cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Zoe.
Yep.
How much of the, like, carnage can we still hear the battle going on?
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm just...
And she looks over. Who are you?
I don't have time to explain, but can you watch over Zoe for me? I need to help my friends.
She looks over. She goes, certainly.
She just saw me cast Cure Wounds, too.
Yeah. She
Okay.
goes, if any friend to the animals is a friend to me.
Thank you.
And let me just see how much movement I used to get here. Okay. So I can move back to I can move to there. So I'm going to run back there. And I think that's all I can do.
You already cast a spell.
Yeah. Bonus, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Rasuan, that fucking octopus is there. You know what it did to you last time.
Nope, backing up.
There's a toy shop there, and all the toys are just sort of scattered. Nobody's in the shop. That's where you just back up to.
I'm gonna back myself up into the caramel stand, and I'll stay there. Just kidding. Okay, so Someone's just gonna back up, pull out longbow, quickly take a look at it, see if it's still usable.
Which one?
My longbow.
Yeah, it's still usable.
And then I'm gonna just fire off a shot at the octopus's one of its eyes. 21 to AC.
That hits.
10.
Wait, that's the javelin.
Oh my god. Fine, whatever.
Roll again.
15.
That hits.
11.
11. Pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so 11 to hit, yeah. Definitely. You guys would see Raswan back up. He shoots the arrow. It flies into the face of the octopus that just sort of slivers and moves. When it moves, its purpley skin just seems to camouflage and change the pigment as it shifts around. It almost starts camouflaging into its environment a little bit.
And then I think that's gonna be the end of. What else can I do? It's not too much. Yeah, that'll be the end.
Okay. Next is Belgrath. You do a strength save, please.
Can I do something before that?
No, at the beginning of your turn, you have to do an escape DC.
Okay.
What if he doesn't want to escape?
DC 17. All creatures grappled by the octopus. Okay, I guess you get to choose if you want to. Okay, so don't.
Can I do something before it?
No, unless like if you want to try to escape, that's your action.
I can still use a bonus action though before using the action though.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What if you try
Just
to
saying, like,
jump in its mouth and like choke it?
Well, you have to escape first, so. Okay, what do you want to do?
So I'll use a bonus action first.
Grab it by the ugula.
And go, and because after I think it was Raswan or someone else's turn, it was end of rage, so I'm going back into rage.
Yeah.
And then I will then try to escape.
Okay. DC 17. Strength.
Skill, no, so I'm doing a save or just doing a roll?
It's a save.
Oh, it's a save, okay.
It's a save. Yeah, I said it like 3 times. Why the fuck is it?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's 22.
What's going on here, guys?
I don't know.
What the fuck is
I
this?
clicked on this. I clicked on saving throw, like the tab for it.
What the fuck is this showing 2 for? Oh, it already did advantage. Do you get
Oh.
advantage?
Yeah, I get advantage.
That's rolling advantage automatically.
does.
So your first
So I get
one,
20. So it's 22.
You get 22. Okay, you escape.
All right, then. I already used a bonus action, so I guess that ends my turn.
Okay. You escape. It's going to attack you again.
Pick you back up.
Belgrath 23 to AC.
Yep.
Yeah, you take 9 bludgeoning damage, and it picks you up again.
For fuck's sakes.
And it's going to chuck you.
Belgrath's dead.
Jesus.
You need to do a dex save.
Cool. I get a.
DC 18.
Let me just see something here. I need to check my. Okay, question. I have danger sense, and the way it says is you have advantage on dex saving throws against effects you can see while not blinded. Does this count towards it or no?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes, so roll one more. Roll twice. Belgrath's like, ah! And then he's picked up again. Oh,
Yep.
Oh, you fail. He's going to chuck you.
Okay.
I lost you. 1 sec. I can't grab you once he's. Ugh. Jesus Christ. Okay. So if you're here, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. 60. You just hear, ah! Crash as Belgrath crashes into the Griffin's stable. You take, that's 8. I gotta roll because it's 60 feet. 1d6 for every 5 feet, or sorry, 10 feet. So I gotta roll 5 more d6.
Isn't that for just for. Is that
17.
for falling, though?
Plus 8. It's just what you take, man. You take 1d6. It only rolls 1 for some reason, but you just take 1d6 for every 10 feet.
Okay.
And you flew 60. So you're going to take 25 bludgeoning damage.
So I take half that.
You guys would see Belgrath picked up and just thrown away. You don't know where
So
he
I
went.
take 12.5 damage, so just 12 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. And it's now going to attack Bonnie. 8.
Miss.
Okay. And I guess it will attack Ben.
Do I get an attack of opportunity if it just moved past me?
No. Come on.
You just moved it right
23.
past me.
It's not past you. It's beside you still. It's still engaged with you. It attacks from all sides. What the fuck are you talking about? 23 to AC, Ben.
That's a hit.
Okay, you're grappled, and you're picked up, and you take 16 bludgeoning damage.
I call that Adam's digital dice is weighted.
It's now Ben. You're still
Nope.
up.
Hold on. Is that the end of the octopus's turn?
Yes.
He takes 5 damage, and then he can choose whether or not he wants to roll a Constitution saving throw to end the spell.
Well, he doesn't have
He
it.
does not end the spell with a 3.
Okay, that's the end of his turn. Ben, your turn. You're currently grappled. Escape DC is a strength save of 17. Billy, are you there?
Yeah, I'm just. How exactly am I grappled? So like, arms around like.
A tentacle is wrapped around you, and you're held up in the air.
Whereabouts is it holding me? Like around my arms, around.
Around your whole body.
Alright.
You know, okay, like
So if
imagine
I
a
activated my
grave walker
arm
in Halo
blade,
3.
Hypothetically, it would be damaged and be inclined to let me go, because it would be stabbed by me.
Well, you have to understand is when you're grappled, your speed's 0. Parker posted the grapple thing. So grappled creature's speed becomes 0, can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Condition ends, grappler, also ends if the effect removes. So you can still attack.
That's what I mean. Would I be able to use my arm blade to
I don't think. Hold on.
basically stop it from grappling me? just kind of like out of it.
Yeah, try to hit it, and yeah, absolutely.
Definitely that's an attack. So 17.
That hits. How much damage?
So it'd be 9.
Okay, I'll let you roll a strength save to try to escape.
Not 20.
Not 20. Not only do you escape, but I'll get you another attack as you're falling down. You can slice it again or shoot it.
I'll shoot it. 17.
17
And,
hits. Wow.
As I'm falling, I'll just kind of shoot it.
Yeah, so it's holding you, and then you just like pop your blade and you slice at it. It lets you go, and then as you're on your way down, you just pop. You shoot it once.
So it's 16 damage in total.
Yep.
That's the end of my turn. Actually, I'm going to
Yeah, movement is life. Okay,
over here.
that's the end of your turn now? Okay, Bonnie.
All right, so, and before Adam, we had it wrong. When she does the curses, she doesn't take the damage. It's when she does the rites. We
Okay,
mixed it up.
so give
but-
yourself 1 health.
Well, no, I'll just take it off for this time when I do the curse.
Okay.
So she's going to cast the Crimson Ray of Dawn on her blade,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's going to just attack it.
No, give yourself that 1 health back and then re-roll
All right,
the damage. Okay, you're not saving the 1.
3. So I have to
Here,
put 2
you
more
take
damage
3
on
damage. Yes. do that.
it. Okay, and then she's going to attack with her blade. Does she get advantage on it?
No.
8.
8 to hit misses.
Okay, well, then that's all that she can do. End
Okay.
of my turn.
Okay. Tyrannus.
Tyrannus is going to use. He's going to use his tempestuous magic without opportunity attacks. He's going to fly back here, and then he's going to cast Chromatic Orb at 2nd level. And lightning. Oh, come on.
Nat 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you use your magic, you fly backwards, you launch a tempestuous orb forward, and suddenly a tentacle just whips forward and smacks you.
Great. That's a miss.
That is a miss. So the tentacle whips forward, smacks you across the face, just missing you, but just enough to smack you, and you sort of the magic fizzles out and it disappears.
Oh,
That's all I do.
Tyrannus just holds his face inside.
Wow.
He's failed a lot on his chromatic orbs.
Yeah, that's. I'm getting rid of the
killing you.
spell. Like it just doesn't work.
It was so good at first.
Yeah.
Okay, end of your turn.
Yeah.
Rasuan.
Is the octopus like? How's the octopus like looking at this point? Is it,
He looks very healthy. Extremely healthy.
We've done a lot of damage to it too. I feel like.
You've done a total of 41 damage.
I thought that was more. It's gonna be a long episode.
Rasuan.
we're already at 3
Well,
hours.
the combat though,
I don't know.
we'll figure out something. It's your turn. Do you want to hold action?
Javelin.
No, man, there really isn't much. Why hasn't any? Whatever. I guess it doesn't matter. I was just gonna say there was this big octopus roaming around. It's a fucking festival. Where the fuck are the festival organizers?
Where's that so-called
We've done-
security?
Yeah,
Yeah, so we've done maybe like 4 or 5 rounds of combat.
it's
6,
a
12,
big
18, 24.
octopus.
It's been 30
that
seconds.
has busted through.
Yeah,
And you said there was security all around. Nothing. No one.
Yep.
They're just.
that's what you were told. Yeah, that's what you were told.
Apparently, the security doesn't give a fuck about no giant octopuses. They just want my head.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna open this first fucking box behind the archery thing.
Is that what you're
Yeah.
gonna do? That one
Yeah,
right
sure.
there?
Fuck it. Why not? Russell one's gonna
Okay.
run over. I'm taking this.
That's great. We just loot all the shops. Get all those caramel apples. Just ride the
Okay,
griffins off into the sunset.
Fuck, okay. 1 second, guys. I have to add in something now.
Now he has to figure out the item.
Oh, it's probably a bad one. It's probably another enemy to Join
Wish
the
that'd be the
combat.
poison
I
cloud.
don't know. I'm just hoping for something useful, you know?
Yeah.
Give me your the turn order again,
Uh,
because I had to reset this.
it's me, Belgrath, Octopus, Ben, Bonnie, and Tyrannus.
You open up the chest. 1 second.
Oh God.
7 to AC.
Miss.
A tongue comes out of the chest as it attempts to bite you. As a mimic
Okay,
emerges.
can I yeet the mimic at the octopus?
By all means, I mean you I mean no. Well, I'll let you do it. Sure.
Technically,
Roll
he
a,
gets an action and he can interact with an object for free.
Yeah,
That's a free
you
action.
Yeah, so sure, absolutely. You're gonna have to roll a dex.
I just imagine this
It's
thing
a general dex.
latching it onto the tentacle and just being flung around like a dog on a fucking.
9. You missed the AC. We're gonna say, chaos. Jesus. Hold on. The mimic, its mouth just is like clattering, and you go, "Ugh," and you throw it. You're able to throw it 10 feet, and it just lands like right here. And it turns around.
Bonus action.
That was your bonus action. Was interacting with the box.
That's a free action.
Sure. You know what? Go ahead. You got an action. I'll
I
let
just
you
want
have
a bonus
it, man.
action. Kick it the rest of the way.
Okay, I'll allow you to try.
So unarmed,
Go
I
ahead.
guess.
Do another. Yeah.
Or do you want Dex?
Dex.
Okay, ignore this one then, because it's not letting me unclick it. Okay, whatever.
Why would I ignore it?
7. Apparently it doubled rolled. I don't know.
You mean nat 1?
That's an unarmed strike, though, not Dex.
That's what you're saying to ignore.
Well, I
Gotcha.
clicked on both.
Okay.
Whatever.
You attempt to kick at it, and it just sort of shifts to the side. Its mouth, which is the chest, just like clattering and banging, a giant tongue just like slurping around your leg.
The rest of us just gonna be like, ah, shit.
Okay. Next is Belgrath. You are you fell into a stable. You're just sort of you got stars around your head as you're like, oh, and then you get up and there's a giant griffin looking down at you.
Hi?
And then a woman looks over the stable, and she's got green skin. She's that woman from earlier. She looks in. So, are you going to take care of the octopus, or?
We're trying, but for me, it's not working out too well, as you can see.
She nods. Get up.
Okay, Belgrath gets up.
Yeah, she steps inside, and she offers you one of the griffins to ride.
Are you sure?
Somebody has to stop that thing.
I want to.
Okay, clearly whatever you're doing isn't working.
It's bullshit. Parker gets an owl beast.
Take-
Cody gets a fucking griffin.
Take. Isn't fair.
You're right beside a wyvern. Use that.
He's not beside a wyvern.
No, that other bird thing.
Isn't that thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, that's a cockatrice.
Oh,
That's a
what-
cockatrice.
right.
Nobody
It's a
likes
giant
cockatrices.
No, they're just a giant chicken dragon thing.
Well, there you go. You get a giant chicken dragon thing.
Might as well be a chocobo.
She's like, trust me, enough people ride these griffins. I think they can handle you.
Okay. How many? Is it just the one griffin there?
Yeah.
All right. Balgrath gets on the back of the griffin.
Okay, I'm gonna send you the stats.
now we have to deal with mounted combat. This is the most convoluted battle we've ever done.
Let's see.
So much going on.
Amon got a Pegasus thing, and now
Pegasus
this one
thing.
gets a griffin. I mean, do you see a trend here?
This isn't for him to keep. She's offering him. And then she goes, all right, Benny, all right. And then she looks at Amon and gives him a pointed finger. You be nice to Benny.
Where's him on?
Treat him well.
Where's him on?
Sorry, she looks at Belgrath, gives him a pointed finger. You be nice to Benny.
Is that the third time
will.
we've said I'm on this episode?
I said at least once.
All right, I just need a Griffin token.
Did you,
You know what? Let's just assume you're on the
you
Griffin.
send it to me?
We don't need a token for it. I sent in the chat the stats. You should be able to just click them. You can now fly that Griffin and use its stats for combat. Well, hold on a successful animal handling check.
Like, do I have to do one now, or is it every time I want to attack with it?
So are you getting up on
Yes.
top of it? You get up on top of the Griffin. I need you to roll an animal handling check as it flies into the air.
Okay.
Don't let go.
And he's like, oh, fuck, shit, fuck. Because he's raged.
Yeah, why she would let this enraged goblin on the griffin, who knows?
13.
She expects me to fly a fucking griffin when I've never fucking flown up before my fucking...
Belgrath would know about, like, pretty much animals because he's in the forest a lot. So,
I'll let you roll advantage.
Because griffins are so common in forests.
so a 13.
Yeah, so you feel yourself almost fall off as the Griffin flaps its wings and flies up in the air. And now everywhere you go, consider yourself the flying on the Griffin. Okay? And using its stats. So, what do you want to do? And anytime you're about to fall off, you feel like the Griffin's really doing most of the work. It just like rolls its eyes and compensates for you to make sure you don't fall. And you fly straight up into the air, and then where do you want to go?
I will. So, was my action getting on top of the Griffin, or?
You get to now use the Griffin for combat. That's what I'm telling you. That's why I sent you the link for the Griffin. Just click the link. You can use all of its abilities. They'll
Okay,
automatically
so I
transfer.
fly towards the octopus and attack it.
Okay, show me you flying towards it. Where do you attack from? Okay. You guys would see a Belgrath coming in on the giant Griffin.
I guess I'll attack. I'm guessing I get the multi-attack.
You get anything the stats say on the Griffin, man. I don't know what
Okay,
else
I'm
to
just-
tell you.
So I will.
Yeah.
Use its full arsenal.
I'll attack first with the beak.
Yeah.
I think that went straight to you for some reason, not to.
Go full like hawk
That's
on
fine, I
its
see
ass.
it.
Just pick it up by the tentacle
first
and
one
just
will
go
be-
up and drop it.
Yeah, the first one will be 11,
Yep. That
and the
is
second one will
miss.
be claws, which is 15.
That's a hit.
So 13 slashing damage.
You should attach machine guns to the side of it.
You guys would see Belgrath coming in on this giant Griffin. He's just sort of like, wow, because he's not really controlling it. The Griffin's really just doing all the work and attacking this octopus. Starts clawing and fighting it. The octopus is like, and starts screaming at it. Yeah, you do good damage. All right. End of your turn.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm behind it, right?
What do you
Am I
think?
I'm behind it because it's facing like this direction, right?
It's sort of at this point facing all directions. I mean, I can actually look at its.
Yeah, I just want to know for one purpose.
Well, it doesn't have any sort of sight. So you're right. Yeah, technically you were behind it.
Okay,
yeah.
so because I'm behind it, does it get opportunity attack? Like if I want to fly away because I still have movements.
You can fly away. That's fine.
That doesn't.
Well, if you're high enough,
Yeah.
if you're high enough, it wouldn't be able to.
Yeah,
reach
I want
you.
to.
Okay.
I'll fly away over here. So I'm still in the air, but
Okay.
I fly away,
Okay.
and then I'll end my turn.
End of your turn. Okay. So it's going to just roll this way and attack Bonnie and Ben. So first attack against Bonnie. Fuck, Bonnie, you just can't get grabbed by this thing.
Your 9 misses.
9 misses. Fuck, okay. I'm gonna try to grab Ben. Fling him across the fucking map. Oh, Ben, you're grabbed. 17 bludgeoning damage. Where are you at? Are you good?
That puts me down.
Oh, shit. It grabs Ben. And then I think it's going to fling Ben. I mean, that's what I said it was going to do. I hope you don't die. It's going to fling Ben up towards the ghost jazz stage. And that is going to be... What's your total health?
40.
So you'll automatically fail.
Takes one death save failure, doesn't he?
He'll take 2 death saves, actually.
2?
Yeah, it's 2 on the
Yeah,
down.
he'll take 2. It's 2 on a down if I hit him when he's on a down.
And then his next turn, he could die because he's got to
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the next one.
Let's. So that's 5 more d6. So the total damage you take from being flung is 21, which is not enough to outright kill you. If I did over 40 damage, it would have outright killed you when you landed here. So you guys would see it. It grabs Ben, it squeezes him. You hear crack. Ben goes unconscious. And then the octopus just chucks him behind it. And he goes flying towards the stage. And he crashes down. The ghost jazz just like erupts. And they just keep playing around him. Ben, you take 2 death saves.
I think he only takes
Yeah,
one.
he only takes one.
What? You suffer a death saving throw failure. If the damage is from critical hit, you suffer. Oh, only if I critically
Yeah,
hit.
Yeah.
so...
But
So you would have had to roll nat 20.
I don't automatically. Well, no, because I tossed him. Really, it's damage from him falling. I guess. Okay. What I'm saying is it not an automatic crit
No.
when I
No,
toss
because
him?
you still have to roll to see if it's a crit, but
All right.
otherwise
I'm
it's
not
just
trying to
regular
kill you,
hat,
Billy, but
regular
I
hit, no
just-
matter what you
if-
get.
Kind of sounds like you're trying to kill me a little bit.
It kind of sounds that way.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, look at
but I mean, I just want if it does kill you, I mean, I just want to make sure that it kills you. So I threw him. You take 1 death save, Ben. Okay, so Ben, you crash into the stage. I'm gonna say your body is just mangled. Your mechanical parts are just sparking and flying everywhere. I'm gonna say your arm has fallen off. Your leg is damaged. You're just in a bloody heap there as you crash into the stage. And the octopus just turns around.
Alright.
Ben, death save.
So what do you do to...
Roll D20.
You just roll 1d20 with nothing, no adds, and it's either 1 to 10, 11. Oh, that's a fail. He has 2 failed saves.
It's getting tight for the Reaper.
2 failures. This may be the end of the Grim Reaper.
Ain't nobody getting my bounty.
Bonnie.
The
It's your
octopus gets the bounty.
What way is the octopus facing right now?
I can't tell with this thing.
Well, that's what I'm asking Adam.
I can't. Unfortunately, this is the only thing I can use because the other stuff's
Well,
premium.
I'm asking Adam because it depends on where he threw Ben, right?
Its back is to you.
Okay, so I
Its
get
back is
advantage?
to you. Yep.
All right, perfect. I'm gonna attack it twice with Bonnie's Bane. Oh, actually no, because he gets, and he takes the damage as well.
Okay, you have to
Okay,
remind
but you
me
went
of that.
straight to Ben as soon as.
Okay, that's fine. So do the damage.
And then he also
now,
has to
but
roll.
You do have to remind me.
I like that Rasuan's just messing around with a mimic.
Yeah, while Ben's dying.
Ben's dying came
Somehow.
after.
Like it's like, are you really gonna fuck around and think I'm not gonna kill somebody? I'll fucking kill a
I'm not
motherfucker.
fucking around, but like,
Pop, pop.
So
Belgrad's flying around on a griffin.
he takes 2 damage and let him roll a Constitution.
Bonnie, how do you kill the? I'm just kidding.
You got him hyped.
That's what killed
You
it.
got him hyped for a second.
Sorry, I roll a what now?
Constitution.
11.
Okay, he fails, so he's still going.
Okay. Now your turn.
1 second. Okay, I'm gonna attack with my Bonnie's Bane. And then when I'm done this attack, I have to go outside and talk to Ryan quickly because he's calling me. So he gets the advantage. So 12.
12.
Did that hit?
That ding.
Okay, so he takes 8 damage. I'll do the light damage in a minute. So she's gonna attack again with her Bonnie's Bane.
Okay. The octopus is now looking really bloody.
At 24. That's
Yep.
6 damage. And then scroll right down here. And then another 7 damage.
One's a crit.
Well, that's just his. It's just a regular thing.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 7 more damage. Bonnie's just cutting this thing up. It starts jiggling and moving, and black blood spews from all of its wounds. It's looking really damaged.
That was 21 damage total.
Damn.
Yep. Is that the end
That
of
is
your
the
turn?
end of my turn.
Okay.
The tentacle
I'll be back.
porn
I'm
after
going
this.
to call
is
Ryan
gonna be
quickly.
real.
Hold on. Say that
The
again. Ben?
tentacle porn after this episode.
And all the mentions of Amon too.
Oh fuck.
I'll edit all those out.
Oh. Okay. Tyrannus has to save Ben, I guess.
You
So
don't
he-
have to.
Therese, you
It's all
just saw-
good, man. I'll just die.
Ben like a ragdoll just floating through the air like and then crashes into this
done.
fucking stage. He is fucking broken.
So Tyrannus runs over to the stage, kind of looks up at the instruments, and kind of like snaps his fingers a bit because he's enjoying the music. And then he goes to Ben. And he's going to cast Cure Wounds, 2nd level. So you heal 17.
Something.
Yeah.
You wake
it's-
up, Ben.
It's something. Yeah, Tyrannus just kind of...
Then you wake up.
yeah.
Your arm and leg are completely unusable though. You're just like in horrible shape, but you feel yourself able to breathe, able to move, and you wake up, Ben.
Oh, I had the strangest dream there for a second. I thought we were fighting octopus.
Yeah, we are. I gotta go back into battle.
And Tyrannus,
Fuck.
Tyrannus flies back over, just halfway there.
Yeah.
And
Roll a perception check, Tyrannus.
oh, 22. Finally, I'm
as
getting
you're
good
running-
rolls.
As you're running, Tyrannus, you would hear what sounds like the flapping of wings above you. And then when you sort of look up as you're running back to battle, you would see what looks like a dragon flying above you.
What the fuck? As if this wasn't complicated enough, there's dragons now.
It's a festival of monsters.
Oh my god.
It's flying high up in the air, and you just sort of hear.
That's Deckard's wyvern, I bet.
Guys, we got dragons.
You can continue your movement. This is way up, like 60 feet in the air.
I had to run
here.
to get to Ben, and then
Oh, that's as far as you can go?
that's as far as I can get back there.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So next is the mimic. The mimic's like hissing at you, Rasuana.
Yeah.
And it's going to hit you with its pseudopod. That's 12 to hit.
I miss.
Its tongue flies forward to try to hit you, and you just like dodges. And that is the end of its turn. Next is Rasuan. It's your turn.
open another box.
Do it, please.
No, I don't know if I should. At this point. Okay.
Embrace the chaos.
I'm gonna try to pick up the mimic, and again throw it towards the octopus.
Okay. You can
I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah. What am I rolling for this? Again?
Just a straight up dex.
Come on.
Regular dex
22.
attack. Okay, you're able to do it. The mimic goes flying toward you. Pick up the mimic. It's like and then you shoot it towards the octopus, and it hits the octopus, and it attacks it.
Cool.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong one. It bites it. I'll use this 17 though, because it's the same. So the mimic successfully bites the octopus, and does 6 acid damage. Oh no, actually it does both. So it does 11. 5 piercing, and then 6 acid damage to the octopus. The octopus is one of its tentacles is just bitten, and it's just like waving the tentacle around, just like almost like this is like a bug that's biting it, and it won't get off. And the mimic's just like fighting against the tentacle, and the octopus just swirling around. Yeah.
Raswell's gonna head up towards Tyrannus, and then just to see if Ben's okay, and I'll end turn there.
Okay, you can role play.
Tyrannus, is Ben okay?
Yeah, he's fine. I saved him, but I think there's dragons up there.
As Tyrannus is pointing upward.
Raswell then looks up. Oh shit!
Yeah.
And you see what looks like orange and black scales from some sort of draconic thing that's flying in the air.
Things are
Getting weird.
Go away, Randy.
Oh boy, Randy.
Oh, this might be a one episode, guys.
I can't do a second episode. I have to go see Ryan after this.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, end turn from there.
Okay. So next is Belgrath.
Belgrath will direct the griffin towards the octopus again and swoop down to attack it.
Okay, go ahead.
So first one is the beak. 9 to the beak.
That misses.
And the second one are the claws. Nat 20, which equals 26.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
So guessing the 7, so it would be 7 and 7 and plus the 4.
No, that wasn't it. It was 2d6, which is hold on, why is that 2 plus 1? I'm so confused. Oh yeah, 2 and then a 1. So 2d6, which is 3 doubled, which is 6 plus 4. So 10 damage total.
10 damage to the octopus. And then I fly back up in the air again.
Okay.
Out of the reach of the octopus.
That's the end of your
That's
turn.
the end of my turn.
The octopus, frustrated. First, it's going to use because the mimic is already attached to it. It's going to use fling on the mimic. The mimic then, I can't believe I'm fighting myself. The mimic has to do a dex
I hope this
save.
mimic makes this deck save.
He does.
18, it makes a save. Wow. The mimic goes, he's gonna chuck the mimic. I can chuck it anywhere I want within 60 feet. It's gonna chuck the mimic right at Rasuan, who it saw fly around the corner. The mimic's gonna land right here, right in front of you, Rasuan.
Oh shit,
and,
Tyrannus, don't touch that thing!
What is going on?
It only takes half of the damage, which is in total 5 plus 16, which is 21, so half it takes 10 damage. The mimic takes 10 damage. God damn it, I made this way more complicated for myself than it needed to be. But hey, that's D&D. Okay, so it has 2 more attacks left. It's so it flings the mimic over there, and then it's going to just use its next 2 attacks on Bonnie. David, are you
Yeah, I'm
there?
here.
Well,
Miss.
fuck!
Oh, there we go.
18.
There we go.
There we go. 9 bludgeoning damage. It's just like, it's so frustrating. Finally, it grabs you, Bonnie. Okay. Next. That's the end of its turn. Next is
So it
Ben.
just grabs me, that's it? Oh,
Yeah, it grabs you and pulls you up, and it's staring at you with its
okay,
black
hold
eyes.
on.
Got the damage? I know, and I gotta do con save. Let me just do it now.
Oh, 2 damage. Oh no, you did con.
I rolled a
Sorry,
nat.
7 damage.
Nat 1 on my con save. I'm gonna let you get an attack off.
Whisper's Claw, just for fun. Oh, where are you? There you go. 16, 9 damage.
9 damage. All right. Yeah, you're able to slash at it. It's really bloody now. Like, it looks so close to death, and it's just staring at you. All right. Next is Ben. You fucked up, man. You're really fucked up. It's bad. Ben, walking up to you, actually, when you start waking up, is a Shing human who just sort of slowly walks up. Are you okay?
I've never been better. And I'll just kind of get up and
And immediately fall over.
start walking towards and shoot
Yeah.
a shot at the fucking octopus.
Okay. You want to? Okay. There's a mimic here in your way. Oh, okay.
I'm already in position.
So it will be disadvantaged because this thing's in the way.
Oh, I see
Your line
how
of
it is.
sight.
You can throw shit through shit, but we can't shoot shit through shit. You're throwing mimics through things. You're throwing...
I threw the mimic here. That was a straight line.
All right. So I'll go over here and take a step onto this thing so that there's nothing in my line of sight, and I get a clear shot at this fucking
Here's what's
massive
funny.
octopus.
Yes. Here's what's funny. You climb up onto the onto this platform here, which was the game I mentioned earlier, which is seeing doubles. And as soon as you walk up on the platform, suddenly the mannequin that's here transforms into a complete carbon copy of you.
And I will shoot
And,
the octopus.
And it also shoots the octopus. So you actually get to attack twice.
That's so cool.
24
Yep.
and 16.
That was for your 2 shots? Okay, now attack 2 more shots.
Oh my god.
Well, technically I only have 1 shot. That was the 2 shots.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm missing
well,
1 arm.
Both
currently.
of those hit. Both of those hit.
The 23 piercing damage.
So to avoid the mimic on the ground, Ben climbs up onto the seeing doubles game, steps on the platform. The magical mannequin that's beside it turns into a carbon copy of him, copies him, shoots. Ben shoots one, and it shoots as well at the octopus. And Ben, how do you kill the octopus?
Shoot it right in the eye.
Which one of you?
Yeah.
We'll take...
You just see 2 Bens.
Each of us will shoot it in each eye. It'll be...
Yeah. Yeah. You just see 2 bullets go into each of its eyes, and then its back of its head just explodes, and just this wave of tentacles squirming and moving, just this sort of droning moan as it then collapses to the ground.
Ben's not fucking with octopuses anymore. He doesn't like that shit.
All right, so that's the end of that. Next is Bonnie.
Kill this fucking mimic. We're gonna end this fucking combat.
Well, Bonnie wouldn't really know what was just happening there, really, with the mimic and everything else. So she just sees this giant thing fall, so she just kind of starts collecting pieces from it.
So for all intents and purposes, combat for you is over.
Yeah, the cockatrice screams as it runs past you, Bonnie, and runs out the exit.
She would collect pieces from the octopus, put them in her jars.
Fucking...
The crowds that were running away slowly start to move in all around the festival as they're looking around. And that's the end of your turn, Bonnie?
Yes.
Okay, you're just collecting pieces of the dead. Tyrannus, your turn.
Okay. Tyrannus is going to pray to the Tempest that this fucking chromatic orb does anything at all. He's gonna cast chromatic orb. He's gonna mix it up. He's not gonna use lightning because maybe that's cursed. He's gonna use cold. 13.
13. That hits.
Oh, finally. So,
Wait. Yeah, it does hit.
Don't
Sorry, I was
take this
looking
away
at
from
the
me.
AC. I was looking at the AC of the giant octopus, and it did hit. And I was like, wait, no, it's the mimic. But the mimic is 12 as well, so yeah, it hits.
okay. So
How
it's
much?
right in front of me, so I just take my trident, aim it at the mimic, and cold energy just bursts forth and takes 21 cold damage.
21 cold damage. It's not dead.
Jesus fuck.
At the end of your turn?
No, I'm gonna float away over to this Shing guy
Yeah.
without opportunity attack. End my turn.
Rasuan, you made this bed. It's time you sleep in it.
I might with my HP.
You can do it.
It can't have much.
Oh, sorry. It's the mimic's turn.
Yeah,
It's not Rasuan's
that's what I was
turn.
saying.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
me too. So, so it's going to attack. It's going to try to bite you.
Yes.
24.
Yes, that hits.
You take 10 piercing and 4
I am
acid
down.
damage. Oh my god, yeah! It leaps at Rasuan and just bites him, and it's Rasuan falls down, and the mimic just like rolls behind him, and now he's just like down in a bloody heap. It's like and then it's gonna run this way after
Victim of his own creation.
Tyrannus.
Like Frankenstein.
He is like Frankenstein. Okay, that makes it Rasuan's turn. Death save.
You'll be okay, Ray.
How do I death save in?
Just 1d20, man. That's it.
You have to
No
you
mods.
have to
nothing.
zero your health in D&D Beyond, and then you can just add death or take away death saves and shit. Ooh, plus.
So you got 1 towards life. Next is Belgarath. It's your turn.
Because of where me up in the air, would Belgrath see the mimic attack Rasuan?
Yeah. The Griffin definitely does. So yeah, you do. It's got really good sight.
Yeah, so I would fly the griffin down towards the mimic and attack it.
Okay, go ahead. You guys would then just see this Griffin come down.
So
to
the first
attack
one is
this
beak
mimic.
with a 14.
It's not even the main villain. The mimics become the
And the
main
second
villain
one
now.
will be a nat 1 with 7.
Oh my god.
So 5 to the beak.
Okay, so
5 damage to the beak.
yeah, you just sort of swoop down, give it a swipe. Yep. Okay.
This fucking mimic. This is the ultimate bad guy in our campaign. A mimic that.
I didn't.
Oh.
I wasn't planning to add a mimic into this combat. It literally brought Rasuan down. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Is that the end of your turn?
And then Belgrath will fly up some and then end his turn.
Ben.
Just kill this thing, man.
Sorry. Didn't do by accident. There you go.
I want to
Man.
shoot the fucking mimic.
Okay.
You've still got doubles too.
Yeah, the double will also shoot the mimic.
Fuck. So, 8 and 24.
Okay, 24 hits.
So it's 11
How much damage?
piercing damage.
You shoot the mimic. It sort of falls over, and it's not moving, and then it gets up, and it's like, it's not dead. Oh, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be the end of my turn.
Okay. Bonnie.
So now that Bonnie's picked stuff up, she'd kind of just walk over. I'd be like, okay, then she'll realize that there's something there. She can pretty much only go to there. She could pull out a crossbow though, right?
You tell me. If you have a crossbow,
I do
use
have
a
a
crossbow. I
crossbow.
don't care. Then use the crossbow, David. I don't get it. Are you going to use the crossbow,
Yes, I'm just
or
trying
what's
to get
going
to
on?
it.
Oh, should be in your inventory.
Yeah, don't you just equipment crossbow? Hit on.
That's damage.
Okay, hold on, man. I hit the wrong thing. Ben.
No, crossbows automatically hit everything.
Yeah, every time. That's why everybody should hold a
It's
crossbow.
a well-known fact. They can't miss. You could shoot them up in the air and they'll hit anyone.
Ben's kill count for bosses is it's getting up there now, because you killed the Strega of the Wretched Hollow, now you just killed the octopus.
I just love how like a boss monster is just a fucking bartender.
It's not letting me do the attack. Like I'm hitting it regular.
Are you hitting the attack or are you hitting the actual damage?
I'm hitting it up where it says B&B roll 20.
If you go under actions, attack, it should be literally right there.
There it is.
All right, there we
There
go.
it is. And you missed.
Okay.
The mimic is gonna take you all out. You're all gonna die. It dodges this crossbow bolt that flies next to it. It's like
This thing needs to die soon because I need to go.
end of your turn.
End of my turn.
Tyrannus, it's your turn.
Kill it.
God. Fuck it. Okay. I'll use chromatic orb again and see what happens.
If this thing doesn't die by Ben's next fucking turn, he's gonna turn his gun to his fucking chin and pull the fucking trigger. Get out of this fucking combat.
Oh my
Of
god.
course, it doesn't hit. Doesn't hit.
Alright, Ben, that looks like you're shooting yourself.
Looks like you're shooting yourself, Ben.
It just fucks around.
11. You miss.
Yeah.
Chromatic orb goes there, and the mimic's just like.
We still got quite a few people before my turn, so I'm optimistic this thing will be fucking dead.
I'll fly
mimic-
away a little bit before the end of my turn. I'm just flying around.
Okay. The mimic leaps forward. It's its turn now at the Shing human. He's like, oh, oh, oh. And it's gonna bite him.
Fuck. Now there's casualties.
And it just, you guys would see it just rip off his head. What? And kill
That's
him.
what he gets for trying to be nice.
Turns around with blood in its mouth.
So that guy's dead?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah, fuck.
And then it chases, yeah.
So
Let me just rip up
the
all those
octopus-
notes.
Has gotten 0 kills. And this mimic has gotten
We know what the real boss was.
Oh my god. So the mimic, this is what makes good memories. The mimic then starts clattering its teeth as it continues to chase after Tyrannus.
Jesus.
Next is how is it still alive? Ratsuan, death save.
Fuck, wicked. Fail. So 1-1.
Okay, 1-1. Next is Belgrath.
Hopefully this can kill it. Attack with beak and claw. First one will be a 23.
That hits,
Claw
yeah.
will be a 19.
Okay.
It takes 19 damage. 19 damage.
All right. Belgrath, how do you kill the mimic?
I'm just gonna have the griffin like slam down on it
Yep.
and just use its beak to rip out its tongue, and then use this claws to just stomp on it.
Yeah, and it just rips the mimic apart, basically just flesh. Tyrannus, just blood and flesh just flies in your face as the mimic is finally killed.
Trance just has a blank stare on his face as the blood hits his face. He's just completely done with this.
It's gonna sound good when I cut it in. But yeah, so that's the end of combat. So what's the first thing everybody does?
I want to
before
go
what's
pick up
about
my arm immediately.
I'm gonna go over to Rasuan and cast Cure Wounds.
that? Can you cast it again? How many fucking spell slots do you have?
I have first level I have 4, second level I have 3. So I have a bunch left.
Okay.
I guess I'll cast that now.
Bonnie will just run up with everybody else.
Belgrath will just start petting the griffin, telling it did a good job.
As soon as I pick up my arm, I want to cast Mending and reattach it.
Yeah, that's cool. It just like starts, the metal starts fusing in again. And you guys want to say anything?
Raswan gets up. Oh, what happened?
You got down by a chest with teeth.
Oh, the mimic?
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, fuck.
You see a dead human over here too, next to the dead mimic.
After everything that's happened, I only have one question. Where's Thanthui?
Flying in the air, you guys would hear the roar of a dragon, a wyvern specifically, that lands in the middle of the festival next to the dead octopus. Hundreds and hundreds of people encircle the area now, and you all hear the crowds down here. And getting off of the wyvern is Deckard Moonbreaker. Ladies and gentlemen, did you enjoy the show? And they all scream, yeah!
There's bodies all over the place.
He says, well, then give it up for our saviors today. The Six! And he points towards where all of you
Bonnie
are.
will kind of say to them all, go with it. And then she'll kind of walk up and do a curtsy.
Bonnie, there's only 5 of us here.
Just go with it. Trust me.
Tyrannus looks into the camera and does a Jim face from The Office.
Ben is literally just gonna look at him and walk away. He's leaving the festival. He's done with this whole fucking place right now. He's not fucking happy. He's just. He's not gonna sit. He's just. I need some fucking sleep and a big, large bottle of fucking whiskey, and that's it. That's what, as he's saying to himself as he's walking away. It's been a long fucking day.
Yeah. There's just forest over here, so I'm guessing you're just in the corner.
Just like
Gonna make a campfire.
sitting in his corner by himself. Like, oh, fuck. I'm fucked up.
What's everybody else doing?
Tyrannus is actually going to go over to Zoe and I guess just maybe talk up this green chick.
Yeah, the griffin with Belgrath also flies in the air and then lands behind her, and she pets the griffin. Says, "Good, Benny, good."
I didn't catch your name. What was it?
I am Elatrice. And who are you?
My name is Tyrannus.
Well, Tyrannus, thank you for dealing with the octopus. I've been trying to tell Deckard that such creatures should not be out of the sea, but he did not listen. It was only a matter of time till something like this happened. This story will likely be told by bards.
I'm just thinking.
This owlbear. The owner was killed during battle.
If you could call him that. He treated Zoe like a slave. Animals don't deserve that.
I agree, he was an asshole.
Because she kind of fancies you.
Nice.
Make some mixed colored babies.
With green and blue, though. It's like a
Pukey yellow? I don't know.
yellowy dragonborn thing. Just like,
You've seen 300, right? You know the.
yeah, exactly.
The mutants.
Half orc dragonborn baby. And the owlbear slowly walks up to you, Tyrannus, and sort of just nods its head and snuggles against you.
Tyrannus pets Zoe and gives a little hug.
3 gold. 3 gold.
The guy's corpse raises a hand.
3 gold. And as I said, the 6. Fuck, these guys don't know how to make an entrance. The 6. She goes, I think he's waiting
Bonnie
for
quickly
you.
runs over to Ben. Ben?
He'll just be kind of like with his hat across his eyes, like virtually enough like coma by this point because he's just been drinking hard.
Oh yeah, you got fucked
Yeah,
up
exactly.
too.
We want to get Thantry back. We have to go and play along.
Just tell him I'll be there later.
He
just need to.
He won't.
Shut my
He's waiting for the crowd.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Thanther will be. He'll be fine. Yeah.
Elatrice just leads the griffin back into his stable. Go now, Benny. Be with Claire.
But
Claire.
walks back.
Claire.
It's Benny and Claire are the names of the griffins.
it's a Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a.
But I want to keep it.
I'm afraid Benny and Claire are mine, but you're welcome to ride them again one time if you'd like.
Is Deckard where he, like, is that where he is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's sort of looking around the corner, and he looks at you, Tyrannus. He's like, pulls his collar. He's like,
Tyrannus is going to walk with Zoe beside him out to the crowd, kind of like raises his trident, trying to get the crowd like yelling and roaring.
and the crowd cheers. Yeah.
And Tyrannus is going to walk up to Deckard and just whisper in his ear, "Where's my fucking friend, you piece of shit?"
And Deckard just sort of looks at you. And then you'd hear, what are you talking about? I'm right here. I'm right here.
Thanthui?
Yeah, I was playing with my cards. He let me play with my cards. And then Deckard sort of whispers in your ear, I am no monster. I do not murder people in cold blood. But I'm trying to make good of this fucked up situation. So just smile and let the crowd cheer you on. This is how your legend grows.
Tyrannus exhales out of his nose, just kind of like, and then turns toward the crowd and raises his trident once again.
Yeah, and the crowd cheers. Yeah, our savior.
I can kind of like imagine by this point, like maybe like Ben will kind of make his way to the stage, like belligerently drunk, just kind of like stumbling, like.
I was going to
stumbling
smack you.
What, over here,
Yeah,
Billy?
just like blatantly, like belligerently, like making a kind of a fool of himself.
Yeah. And Bonnie, you went up to.
Yeah, well, on my way by, I would have said to Rasuan, let's go.
Balgrath would also make his way up, but right before the crowd reaches,
Okay,
he would
then-
put his suit back on.
Yep. Or do you want to put on your mask? It's up to you.
I'll just put the suit back on.
Okay, you put on the suit then.
Hey, don't question it. I'll use the mask later.
Was there one more thing you wanted to do,
No, I was
Rasuan?
gonna make note of the body, considering it's another person from Shing.
Yeah, you'd notice the garments. The head's been ripped off and stuff. You can't recognize the person, but you'd see that they're wearing robes and garments of Shing.
Rashwan probably wouldn't actually go to the crowd then.
You're kind of responsible.
Yeah.
And you know it.
Yeah, without getting into too many details right now, it's just, no, he's definitely gonna do like a monk meditation thing though. Just like to pay respects to the body and get it ready to, you know, be buried.
So as all of you are cheering to the crowd, you who's alone up there, Rasuan, with this dead body, you sort of go down to your knees and you put your hands together and you begin to meditate and pray. And that's where we're going to end the episode. All right, that was a very, very long episode. I want to thank everybody for listening. Sometimes chaos happens, and that's just how it goes.
Sometimes the bosses are not bosses.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes the bosses
We want
are
to
hidden
thank all
gems.
of our. We want to thank all of our amazing patrons. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be able to do this, and well, we'd do it, but it wouldn't be as fun. We wouldn't have all the cool gizmos and toys that we have to make it happen. We want to thank you for all of your support, and all. If you're watching on YouTube, all the names should be right up there right now. These are all real names, 100%. You know, completely real names. We sometimes put up funny names, but this is a real list this time, 100% real. In reality, I'm going to put in like the most stupid, fucking ridiculous
real
names you can
names.
imagine. These are all 100% real. Did you guys see the names there? Scrolling up, we can see them in our minds.
That
We
one's
can
my
see
favorite.
them.
I don't like that
I don't
guy.
like. Yeah, I don't like them either. Yeah, no, they're cool.
Yeah.
I like them. I like this person right here. Yeah.
That person
Isn't
donates
that-
the most, actually.
Yeah, that's why they're in. That's why their name comes last, because in 4 times bigger than everybody else's.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah. It's just gonna say cock or something like penis or something. Yeah, so thank you for listening. This was a really, really complicated episode. That's probably the most dynamic combat we've ever had. It was just like
I literally fell to pieces.
complete chaos. It literally fell to pieces. That's not what I expected.
I was trying to
be
tame a
honest.
owl bear mid-combat.
Let's just say there's something in here that could have helped you deal with the octopus. There's something in here that could have helped you deal with the octopus, and she could have helped you deal with the Dragonborn, and she could have helped you do something as well. But you know what? It went a completely different direction, so that was fun. I want to thank you all for listening, and don't forget to follow us on everything, which is at Stubborn Heroes. Go to stubbornheroes.com, our website, and yeah, I think that's it. That's all we're plugging. So until next time.
Bye.
Bye.